Okay.
Bring us up a little bit. There you go.
Put the bass in the car right there. A-G-T.
Yes. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. My name is Steve Shaver,
I'm Cody Adams.
I'm Jordan Chumney.
and this is a damn good time podcast.
Blow your speakers out and hit them with it.
Got it. On this week's episode, obviously we've got Jordan back in the studio.
Happy to be here.
There he is. We're gonna taste Blake's hard cider triple jam. A little tongue twister there. Hard cider triple jam, and then we got Dewar's white Scotch label Scotch. Then we're gonna talk about our biggest fears. We're gonna dig deep into the psyche there.
Yeah. Get weird with it.
It's not gonna be really a top 5, but we're just all gonna have a conversation about what we're afraid of.
Everything.
Everything.
The sky is falling.
So, without further ado, let's get into this. You know what? I just realized I don't even know what the fuck that means. Without further ado, I just hear people say it, so I say it.
Adieu.
What does a do mean?
I don't know. Do you want me to Google it? Should we start Googling things this early, or should we
No.
just roll? We'll just roll with it.
Yeah.
Maybe if you out there, if you know what it means, tell us.
I do.
Let us know. Without further ado, let us know.
Sounds fancy.
I've never thought about that.
Yeah, right. So, Cody, gotta ask you, how's your week?
Busy.
Yeah, you got a busy week going
Everything's
on.
busy. I got 2 months till these babies come out.
Can't
Can't stop, won't stop, you know?
Yeah, that's a big endeavor.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, you know, love my wife, but pregnant with twins,
Yeah,
she can hardly tie shoes. You know what I mean? So, like,
I can hardly tie shoes.
yeah, at this point, yeah, same.
Yeah, I get uncomfortable. That's why all my
I
shit
hold my
slip
breath.
on.
Yeah.
That's why all my shit slip on.
Yeah.
Most of mine is as well.
Everything.
Or
I wear
I
is
tie them
Croc.
just loose enough that I can like put my foot in. And then all I got to do is reach down and grab like the heel and pop it on.
Yeah.
You know.
So you step up, you know, you do a little bit more, but you know,
Yeah.
all good. Hopefully, just getting some more projects done this weekend coming up. Last weekend was a good time, you know. Just got to relax and enjoy another weekend, but I did a little bit of stuff here and there.
Yeah.
This week just been busy though.
I'm trying to think. I think last week wasn't the weather a little bit different, so it wasn't really like I didn't go boating or anything, or you know.
It had a bad forecast, and you know everybody was probably went out all 4th of July weekend. So I got on the boat a little bit, and then got some stuff done around the house. So all in all, still drank some beer and had a good weekend. And this week's just been crazy busy. So
Yeah.
How many days a week do you go on a boat?
I'd like to average like 2.
Oh, really? Is that it? I
Yeah.
picture you literally being on a boat every single day.
No, Monday through Friday it's or Monday through Thursday I should say. I don't it's not ever. I keep the boat covered.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with her pregnant now. If she wasn't pregnant like before, maybe but still she gets home at 6:30, 7, Steph's still working. And by the time I get done working, it's just kind of we get home, make dinner, chill out, watch a show, eat dinner. By that time, the sun's starting to set, which is nice to go out on the boat and watch sunset, but
Yeah.
it's just, you got to go and cover the boat and then cover it back up, do all that. So we just kind of, it is what it is. So
Right.
when I first moved into my house, don't get me wrong, because I live right on the lake, like I was out on that boat like every day.
Yeah, you were out there a lot.
Yeah. Now I just kind of save it for the weekends.
Yeah.
Try to get, there's so much going on.
You kind of lost your honeymoon phase with the boat, but
Right.
you still, you know.
Yeah, still love it. Still want to go out on the weekends, but.
Hell yeah, dude.
You did.
How was your week, Steve?
I was gonna ask Jordan. How's
Jordan?
because my week's gonna wrap into my list of things to talk about. So
Steve's list.
My week's been great. Just been chipping away at the usual,
yeah,
making knives.
the daily grind,
Just grinding.
No pun intended.
I was actually thinking about that phrase today and how how it'd be cheesy for me to ever say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just enjoying life, enjoying the summer,
Yeah.
dreading winter, and
Yeah.
loving it, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nothing out of the ordinary this week for me.
How now? I know it's been hot for the last couple of days. Is it hot in the forge? I mean, I'm sure it's always hot
like,
in the forge.
It's like muggy hot, and then if you're making steel, it's like really hot.
yeah.
But it's like when you're having fun, doesn't really matter,
Right.
You know, you just sweat and have fun.
Hell yeah.
Like if you're playing sports, you sweat. You sweat.
Yeah.
a lot. You know.
Yeah.
So when if you enjoy your job and you sweat, it's cool. I hate sweating when I'm like roofing or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, the forge is hot.
Yeah.
When you're doing something you don't enjoy and you're sweating your face off.
Yeah,
that's
you're
not fun.
chafing. It's
So
awful.
stupid.
Yeah.
It's a healthy sweat you get in the forge. You know?
Get the cornstarch out, boys.
That's right.
Remember the freezer cornstarch from the kitchen days,
yeah.
dude?
Yeah.
Oh.
That there's nothing better feeling than the kitchen cornstarch.
Powder the nuts with some frozen cornstarch.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
You got slurry.
All those people out there. For those that don't get what we're talking about, you use the Gold Bond, you use the baby powder, you powder up to keep you from chafing. Cornstarch is almost exactly the same, only it's slipperier. And then you keep some in the freezer and you powder up with that. It's amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, I guess it was like 100 degrees outside and you're running a restaurant that's got like 500 minimum people coming through it a day and the doors are coming out and in and you got a hot kitchen. It gets hot back there.
All that friction heat too, baby.
Yeah.
Just running food.
Yeah.
Mm.
I also realized like a change of underpants helps too.
Yeah.
Because mine was always the thighs rubbing.
Oh yeah.
You know, that was the main chafe
Like
area.
you have
But,
those two little spots there that touch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I sacked all my underpants and I only wear like the like Under Armour, that. But
separating
boxer
all
briefs,
compartments.
yeah, just leave it, just separate it all out.
Mhm.
The boxer briefs are fucking joke.
Boxer briefs are the only way to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Silky
Love 'em.
ones too.
Yep. Yeah.
Stretchy ones.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that? It's not nylon or neoprene or whatever, but like that Under Armour.
Yeah, like legging stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the best.
It's a dope.
There you go.
Now you know.
Advice from
Hot
us.
tip.
From us
Yeah.
Hot
older. If you're older than us, you probably already know.
tip.
If
Yeah.
you're younger than us, get yourself some.
I've been
boxer briefs.
chafing since I was like 14.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Dude, I never had that problem. I guess I had a thigh gap or something until I got old and fat.
I never had one of those. Yeah.
Because I used to be straight like baggy boxers, and then I switched to the tighty whitey, but they weren't white. I'd get the colors at
Right.
least to try and keep it cooler or something, I guess. And then from that, now I'm boxer briefs, nylon or whatever that is. Love it.
Yeah.
That was the game changer. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right, Steve. So let's talk about your week here. What you got going on?
my week's been pretty good. Just normal work shit. I think it was last weekend I went golfing and I sucked. So, whatever. But I still love golfing. But nothing really too crazy. But I'll get into my little list thing here. I'm getting a bad habit now as a forklift operator. And I don't know if you guys have ever really operated forklifts too much.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them, at least every single one I've ever ran, the forward and backward control is like a left turn signal because they keep your right hand has to be free to do. Whether some of them have like the levers.
Yeah, you put it into forward, and then the gas just makes you go forward. You put it in reverse, the gas makes you go backwards.
Yeah, but it's literally like a turn signal.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of forklift is it?
The one I'm riding is it's a Cat 9,000 pound. It's a telehandler, so it's an off road one with the 4-wheel steering and shit, and it has the extendable boom and shit, and they're big and they're awesome. But I'm driving through the refinery and there's a stop sign at Crossroads because they still have to monitor. There's a lot of traffic going on, and I'll sit there and like I want to turn left. And then I pull it down in reverse. All of a sudden, all of a sudden, I'm sitting there. I stop at the stop sign. Look, okay, I'm turning left, and then I hear the backup buzzer. I'm like, "Oh fuck!" I'm an idiot. So it's so stupid. But I'm not. I've got so ingrained with using a turn signal that I still feel like I have to.
Yeah.
And
It takes some time, but you'll get out of it.
Yeah. But then the other side of that is. I get out of work, I get in my car, start it up. Obviously, it's hot, so I blast the AC, roll the windows down, cool off real quick, and then I go to go. And I put it
your
in,
right blinker.
turn on the right blinker to go forward. I'm like, what the fuck? You fucking idiot. Stupid
Yeah.
fucking idiot. It's just that muscle memory. Like,
Turn the right blinker on, rub that engine. Yeah, what's up, guys?
And then I grab the
Honda
gear
power.
shifter because the gear shifter's right here, like where my I have a joystick that makes the boom go up and down and out and in and shit. So then I'll grab the gear shifter to like pull my forks up, and now I'm like in reverse, and I just get all cattywampus. I got to reset.
How long have you been doing it? Like a month?
It's been 5 weeks now.
Yeah.
But like,
Do you enjoy it?
I do. There's aspects of the job that I don't like, and it's more shit that I don't have to do, but I'm not necessarily expected to do. So I'll run racks back and forth of the scaffolding equipment, and I'll bring them back to the yard, and technically it's the scaffolder's job to come back and unload the racks and put everything away.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever they come back, I'm not going to sit in my fucking forklift and watch other people work.
Some people would do that, though.
Some would, but
would.
I'm not that guy. I feel
Right.
like an asshole if I'm just sitting there watching people work. So
For sure.
I'll get out and I'll unload shit, and I help out. And plus, it's kind of been good exercise. I get good sweat on, get the heart rate up, lift some heavy things and stuff. So it's not bad. That's the only aspect I don't like. But fucking driving around the refinery in a forklift,
Can't beat it.
sit on my ass, dude. Run a joystick. I've realized that it's subtle, and you probably can't see it on camera, but my left hand's getting more of a tan than my right hand now because my left hand hangs out the window.
Yeah.
My right hand's doing a steering and
Yeah,
shit.
there you go.
Yeah.
So by the end of the summer, this one's gonna be like super tan, and then I'll have this my pale righty.
Yeah.
Do you have like a climate controlled cab?
No.
Is it supposed to be?
There's an air conditioner on it that's supposed to work, but it doesn't. I even took it to because they have on-site mechanics for the cats, and the guy's like, yeah, he recharged it and everything and did all the stuff, and he's like, just the ACs on these usually just suck. I'm like, well, that's not a good fucking answer, dude. Get me a new one then. Give me a new one where the one works.
Yeah, no kidding.
But so that's a little bit about work still.
You drive your vehicle like it's a forklift.
Yep. And I drive my forklift like it's
Like
a
it's a
vehicle.
vehicle. I like it.
Trying to use the old
Just got to get the brain switcheroo.
Heck
Yeah. gotta reset.
Mhm.
Hey, are these for drinking?
Yeah, for sure. No, they're just there.
No, I didn't know if they were for
They're
display
props.
purposes only.
You were
know?
not allowed.
For those watching, that's actually empty. We added sound effect.
Yeah. Don't look. Somebody failed at starting this.
But another thing on the list, fun fact, something I learned on the internet. Okay, this should almost be a segment on this week. Steve learned on the internet. So Barilla, I don't know how Barilla, that pasta.
I'm not familiar.
You're not familiar with Barilla pasta?
No.
It
Barilla.
comes, yeah,
Barilla.
it's in the blue box, and it's got the little red oval label.
Oh, like the brand.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about pasta types.
No, the brand of pasta. So
Yeah.
so they have
Yeah.
spaghetti, linguine, all this other shit.
Mhm.
I found out that on Spotify, if you get on Spotify and you look up Barilla's playlists, they have set playlists that you turn on, and it's the exact amount of time that it takes you to cook that pasta.
Why didn't we start the show with that?
I don't know. Well, because
Killing me.
I was talking about how I worked and then going into work more, and so I figured now I'm getting away from work and I'm going into fun shit like
That's really cool.
Spotify.
I kind of want to hear what is lasagnas.
See, I don't know if we can play it, but
I'm sure we can. If it's public.
So are they like the song titles are the type of pasta? Like,
Yeah.
that's how you
Yeah.
know which one. Oh, that's
That's what they're
really
supposed to be doing.
cool.
No, you can absolutely play it because it's out there for the public.
I don't.
Just
Well,
pick up-
because Spotify still has licensed music.
well, we'll fight them. It's fine. Just play
They're not
it.
going to care, right?
Well, I don't know. I don't have a Spotify
Let's
app.
get our first strike, baby. Let's go.
Let's go.
Strike us up.
Are there any keywords you need me to say?
So, well, let me read off because they don't have it for every single pasta type, but you have mixtape spaghetti, boom bap fusilli, moody day linguine,
Ooh.
pleasant melancholy penne, best song penne, top hits spaghetti, like
I kind of want top hit spaghetti. Jordan, I'm gonna let you choose though.
simply classics linguine, and timeless emotion fusilli.
I'm a stab pasta kind of guy. What's the penne one?
Kill the other music.
Oh shit! Yeah, I'm still playing I'm still playing.
The penny. There was
let's
two
do-
pennies. I think there was two pennies. One was like chill penny, and one was like a little more upbeat penny.
Oh, I'd like a beat penne.
I think, right? Or was that the spaghetti? I was listening?
Pleasant Melancholy Penne or
Ooh,
Best
yeah.
Song Penne.
Ooh, well, it's the best song. Got to go with best song.
And mind you, this is going to be fucking. I don't have the app on my phone.
We're listening to the entire duration of how long it takes to cook penne.
It's on Spotify, so he doesn't have Spotify on his computer.
I don't have it on the computer.
All
but I
right,
can play it.
We can
Anyways.
abandon this, yeah.
Yeah, we can abandon it real quick.
Yeah, well-
I just thought it'd be fun if we could play
Yeah,
it. But,
well,
yeah,
that's
it would be. I'm going to do it at home.
I'm gonna recommend everybody check it out.
And
Anyway.
that's the thing. These are still licensed songs, so once we play it over, we might get kicked.
yeah, I fight them.
We might have to
Fight 'em.
cut the segment.
They can't handle
I'll
this.
drive to their pasta making place and say, "You know how much of your pasta I sell?"
Yep.
But
And I'll
yeah,
be like, "None."
if you got
Not a thing.
if you've got Spotify and you're cooking Barilla pasta, actually, I feel like it should be
Any pasta.
a penne is a penne
Yeah.
is a penne. Just play that playlist.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna check
And
it out.
I've checked them out, and a lot of it's in Italian and shit.
Yeah. Oh, it should be.
Right? Yeah.
It should.
It should be.
They're an Italian company, right?
Are there any pasta styles that originated in America?
I don't think so.
No, have we not like coined a noodle yet?
I mean, we might have coined the elbow with mac and cheese. But
Yeah, that
was
sounds
still,
about right.
That was still something that they did before, because technically the word macaroni is a non-egg noodle, so it's like flour and water. Usually, semolina flour is what most pastas are made
How
out
about
of.
bow tie?
So
Bow tie. Ooh, bow ties are not. Well,
I'm pretty sure they.
if it was bolo tie, we'd be talking.
I'm pretty. like
So
you get like the KFC.
No,
the
what I-
KFC tie.
I'm thinking you might be onto something here, though,
Yeah.
because Italy's got the market corner on all pasta.
Should we create a pasta?
We should red,
style?
white, and blue this bad boy.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And I'm talking American flag, macaroni and cheese.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking ARs. I'm talking
That's the American
Bush
pastas.
Light
Are like the
can.
Ninja
Well, then-
Turtles and stuff.
Well, then
like
we
that.
definitely have SpongeBob and
Yeah, Ninja Turtles and like Little Mermaid and all that junk.
yeah, all the fucking.
all right.
ones
So
that-
let's get
Americans are
we got to
so-
get fancier with it. Then we got to find a shape, right? Just
Yeah.
one universal shape.
Some kind of knot.
well,
Something
and
stabby.
and
It
the
has
thing
to be
is,
stabby.
we got to create a different kind of noodle, because technically every single unless it's called an egg noodle, every single pasta like
What about
spaghetti. Spaghetti is macaroni, spaghetti shaped.
Mhm.
Bow tie is macaroni, bow tie shaped.
What about like a beer pasta?
What you think of as like macaroni and cheese, it's macaroni elbow shaped.
Mm-hmm.
So technically, the word macaroni just is a broad term for any eggless flour or semolina flour noodle.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
So maybe we need to, create a new word with different ingredients that causes it to be non a macaroni, and then we come up with all the different shapes.
I like
If we're
it.
really gonna go for it, we got to go.
We should go
big.
all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
This is happening. This is a business
Let's
idea.
change
I
the
like
world.
it.
So then we got AR, ADGT pasta.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay. Damn good time pasta on your face. We're gonna take this Shark Tank up. I think we got something here.
I think
boys.
so.
We get $1 million
I think so.
investment.
Well, we could come up with a formula of a pasta that's different, that's not branded like macaroni or egg noodles or.
You just add hops.
Instead of flour, we'll make it out of the ashes of
The ashes of our haters.
of fallen oak trees. I was going to say.
Fallen
Oh, well, yes.
I was thinking people. I don't know. I was thinking.
I know.
people.
I was too.
Soylent
But Jordan
Green-
gave me a look like this might not be a good idea. So I was like,
Soylent-
oh man, I don't know.
Soylent Green is people. But yeah, so I thought that was fun. Something cool that I didn't even
That's
realize.
very cool. I'm glad
And
you
I don't
said
know.
that.
I don't know why they don't market it.
Yeah, that's
Like
really
if I was
neat.
Barilla, I would put it in the commercials.
Yeah.
Made
Why
in
wouldn't
USA.
you? It's very smart.
right.
Oh no,
low,
yeah,
low
them,
overhead,
but yeah,
lots
yeah.
of coolness.
Yeah,
it's
What-
badass.
Why not? We have some made in the USA. There is, by the way, Ohio City Pasta does a phenomenal job up in Cleveland.
Yeah, they're amazing.
They sell fresh pasta. That's fantastic.
They have dope ass raviolis.
If you've never heard of them, check out Ohio City Pasta. Awesome.
I've never had like high end pasta.
I remember
Have I?
Mhm.
the one
100%.
restaurant. It
We
was
used to
Moxie.
serve it.
It was Moxie and Red. We'd actually make like a giant batch of filling and give it to them, and they would stuff the raviolis for it too.
Ooh,
So, like,
ooh, that's
that
sweet.
shit was dope. Yeah,
That's nice.
they did like these. I think it was spinach infused on the casement, and we did butternut squash filling, and those things were so fucking good.
Just a little store. They made all their own pasta.
Yeah.
Heck
Another
yeah.
one I'd call out too is Holiday Sausage. They made their own sausages right in the house. Little tiny store.
Yeah.
Straight across from like a factory. So the factory workers go over, get like sausage sandwich, boom, boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
But then in the back, they were just like mixing sausage back there. all day.
Artisan sausage.
Yeah.
Love
Fucking
it.
A, bro. Fucking A.
I'm really hungry. When we're done with this, I'm getting another drumstick out of your cooler.
Well, and there's I got macaroni and cheese upstairs too. I can heat for you.
I'm not even a macaroni and cheese guy, but that's pasta talk.
Well, I've recently been doing the low to no carb thing, so I haven't had like hard carbs in like 4 days. So this is still kind of like giving me the desire,
Ooh.
so to speak.
Ooh.
But I will say I woke up in a great mood today. I was pissy pants all week, but today I woke up, I was in a great fucking mood, and I think it's because like I'm finally off of that carb addiction type thing, you know?
Yeah.
Finally moved on because I need to drop some lbs.
Don't we all?
Don't
Drop
know.
a few.
I mean, we
lbs.
all do.
Yeah, we all do.
Which
The three of us need to lose
The
weight.
three of us. Yeah.
That's actually a great segue into another thing I had on my list.
Okay, what did you got?
So there's this guy at work named Sam. I don't think he even watches, so I don't give a fuck. I don't even know his last name, but his name's Sam. And
Shut up, Sam.
Yeah, you piece of dirt.
no, he's cool. He's cool. and I'm
All right, I thought we were
Sorry,
attacking.
Sam.
I thought we were attacking Sam. Sorry.
No.
I was backing Steve up. It didn't mean it.
No, he's cool as shit. But I'm pulling a prank on him coming Monday, and I'm gonna have to shave my mustache because whenever I was first starting, people around were asking like, "Who's the new operator?" And Tyler's like, "Oh, he's my friend. He's my best friend. He's coming in." And Tyler even said like, "He kind of looks like you, Sam." And Sam's like, "Oh, really?" And so then I show up, and I guess Sam was like, "Ugh, I don't look like that guy." Like he was kind of appalled. And then even like we don't look alike.
Sam, you'd be lucky
We
to
don't
look like that guy.
We don't look alike at all. At all. It's just we're white dudes with blue eyes, I think, is the only thing. But he's got a big rose tattooed on his neck, and then he's got like a little.
Are you gonna fake tattoo these?
And then he's got like a little kissy, like a little like kiss mark,
yeah.
like lipstick mark on the right side of his neck. And I bought a
Playboy?
temporary. I got a temporary tattoo thing from Amazon that's coming tomorrow. So Monday I'm going to show up with a temporary tattoo of a rose on my neck and then a little kissy mark. And he's got like the Las Vegas sign, but instead of Las Vegas it says Sin City. So I'm probably going to have Tyler like Sharpie that in for me.
We could just make these real.
Yeah.
Let's just do them.
Because he doesn't have a mustache. Yeah, dude. You still have your shit?
I have it all.
Yeah, bring it over.
Just for these moments
Yeah.
when you need ridiculous tattoos to regret later.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like try to I took a couple pictures, try to get some reference, and
How
I'm
old
gonna show
is he?
I think he's like 10 years younger than me.
Oh, okay.
So he's
What?
probably like 27. Yeah, 27, 28.
And he's got 2 neck tats already.
Yeah. I'll show you a picture.
My man.
You're gonna have to find a deep.
No, you don't have to show me a picture. No, it's
Okay,
fine.
we'll
Yeah,
off
just
camera.
continue on that.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna post the picture up. But
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I'll show you a picture off camera. He looks nothing like me, but it was so funny. He was like, "Ugh, I look nothing like that guy." So then Tyler and then this other dude Dan kept saying like, "Dude, you guys look exactly alike, exactly alike." So much that like every time I see him, like, "What's up, twin?" He's like, "Don't say that."
All right. He said you're cool, but it seemed like you came at him. So I'm gonna go Hawaii 5-0 on your ass. All right. See this shirt? I borrowed it from Steve. Hawaii 5-0 on your ass. All right. Watch
Got
your
it.
mouth.
So yeah, I'm super excited for Monday because I'm gonna like.
That's hilarious.
So normally I show up and I hang out with Tyler in like this one part because there's insulators and scaffolders. So the insulators hang out and the scaffolders hang out. So I have to go to the scaffolders safety meeting. So normally I hang out with Tyler because he's an insulator. So I hang out with all the insulators in the morning and then I got to go to the scaffolders safety meeting. But Monday I'm going to go to the scaffolders safety meeting early so nobody sees me except for maybe Tyler, and like the one other guy, Eric, that shows up early. And I'm gonna be like Tyler.
Is Sam a scaffolder?
Huh?
Is Sam in your
No,
department?
Sam's a
insulator?
insulator. So I'm going to go to the scaffolder safety meeting, and then while all the insulators are definitely there, our safety meeting's over. I always come back and I grab my radio and my shit out of my locker. So I'm gonna bust in that bitch where everybody's there, and it's like go stand beside him. It's just like I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm just gonna go stand beside him and just see who the first person that notices is.
That's awesome. I'm excited for you.
I know.
I need reports.
I need to tell Tyler to like just have your camera ready, like videotape this because I think it's gonna be hilarious. It might not be, it might flop, but I think it's gonna be fucking awesome.
What if he forgets that he has those neck tattoos? You know, you don't see him for a while.
Yeah,
Like I have tattoos I forget that I have. And then
Yeah.
you see
He
him
looks in
later,
a
like,
mirror
holy
every
shit.
day. He
No,
doesn't have a
he
beard
doesn't.
or anything.
Sam doesn't look in a
but
mirror.
the thing is,
Sam doesn't own a mirror.
the thing is Sam knows that I don't have them. So as soon as he sees them, he'll be like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah,
No.
I like it. I like where you're going.
Good times. Make a bond. You're making a bond with someone.
Yeah,
It's nice,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You gotta
I
make
like it.
you gotta make friends with work
I like
people.
I'm so excited.
And even when you're messing with them, that just shows that you're trying to be friends with
Yeah.
them. You know?
Yeah.
It still
So,
fucks
it's all
it.
good.
And then that's back to the whole wanting to lose weight thing. So maybe I should lose weight, start working out again, and
Is he
become
lighter than you?
yeah.
Yeah, you should.
And I'll become a machine. Like
Mhm.
I used to be fucking.
You look scary when
Yeah,
you was like
dude.
30. Yeah,
I need to
you
get back to
yeah.
that. So then I'll be like, "You wish you looked like me, motherfucker." You
Yeah.
know. And I'll be like, "Don't say he doesn't look like me, this little bitch."
Yeah, you do. You shape up. You like can lose weight quick.
Yeah.
You drop the pounds, and all of a sudden you're like all chiseled up and shit.
And then I gain it right the fuck
It's
back because I don't stick with it.
Nature of the beast.
I'm such a plateauer, dude. Or not plateauer. I'm such a waver. You're like
Yeah.
up and down, up and down,
Peaks.
up and down.
Peaks.
Yep.
You're a
Yup.
peaker.
I'm a peaker.
Yep.
I'm a peaker as well.
I've never lost weight. I've never once been thin. I wish I was.
Well, you're not a fat guy though.
Yeah, I'm not a fat guy, but I'm like on the verge. I'll be a fat guy eventually. I think. Like when
Maybe.
I'm older, I'll be a fat
That's
guy.
fine.
It
Yeah,
gets-
yeah, yeah.
And that I've noticed as I'm getting older, it gets harder,
Yeah, no, for sure.
As long
especially
as-
with the motivation to work out.
That's
As
what,
long
that's
as
what I
we
mean,
can
like, I wanna
sprint
be,
10 yards and we can
Oh.
tackle somebody, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I can do those things, but it hurts afterwards. Like
Yeah.
if I were to wrestle Steve tonight, like it ruins days for me now. you
Dude,
know?
the last time I
Yeah.
wrestled you, I woke up and I couldn't walk because I blasted my fucking knee.
I thought I was paralyzed last time I wrestled you.
And we did it right here on this floor.
Ooh, that was a bad wrestling match.
Yeah, and then you both wrestled me too at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was stupid. This is a hard floor underneath this carpet.
Yeah, I don't think they put.
It's just
thick padding.
concrete. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it hurt.
Not wood because it's the basement.
Hurt
Concrete.
a lot. What I think I
Thin
think I
padding.
jammed my shoulder that night. I forget what happened. I was hurt though.
Yeah.
Legit hurt. Yeah.
Well, we're stupid.
Yeah, well, we're gonna do it again someday.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna need some knee surgery before I do any more weird shit like that. Because
You should do the weird shit first, so as to not waste your
No.
surgery.
no, what I need to do is like step on something weird at work and be like, "Oh, my knee," and then have them pay for it. It's just as long as they don't see this.
Yeah, I was gonna
Part of
say,
it.
crop that out.
So are we done with Steve's list?
I think we are done with my list. That's that wraps it up for the week. Yeah. Oh, I do want to say I got one.
Oh, he's got one more.
I got one more gripe.
Hit me with it.
I've seen this a lot in TikTok videos, and I've seen it on a few Facebook posts. It's like coming this thing. It's like, if you know, you know, that phrase,
Yeah,
and it's like they say, like, oh yeah,
it'll show something irrelevant to the like
yeah,
mass majority.
and they're like
yeah.
blah blah blah. Like a lot of them are cooking videos
or
where
like
it's like
mechanic videos or something.
yeah, and or like. You know, you make the steak and then you put this seasoning salt, this homemade seasoning salt. If you know, you know. I'm like, but what if I don't fucking know? Explain it to me, please. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, you just stay off of TikTok.
well, TikTok's fun.
TikTok's probably the devil.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah, I've never used
But
it.
no, my biggest gripe is, and I've seen people say, if you know, you know, and then they go into if you don't know, they explain it. And I'm like, that's cool. Like you grab your audience. Like if you know, you know, and your audience, like we know, we followed you for a while. Yeah, that's awesome. But then the people that don't know, it's like, oh yeah, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And then they just leave you on fucking. Okay, well, I don't know. I guess I'll just figure it out.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I want to know.
Yeah, I want to know.
Right.
Explain it to me, please.
But now people are
Maybe you
explaining.
want him to know.
Don't leave me in the dark.
Maybe you want him to Google it and research it and be a smarter person. You
Yeah,
know? Maybe you're trying
no.
to teach him something.
No, they're just.
Well, at
I
the
don't
end of the
know.
day, you're getting the same thing via them telling you right out, or you Google searching it.
Yeah.
You know.
And this goes out to our loyal listeners. If you know, you know.
You know.
Anybody else, fuck you.
Yeah.
I don't know if I know.
Damn good time.
Yeah, damn good time. That's all you really need to know.
Yeah.
Is that we just have a damn good time.
Damn good time knowing that I know.
But yeah,
Other than that, I don't know.
I don't know either.
that's
Someday I'll know.
hopefully.
But if I don't, then I didn't know. So what's the fucking matter?
Who knows, man?
Yeah, it almost the way it translates to me is if you don't know, you're a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Yeah.
They might as well just be saying that. If
Yeah.
you don't know, you're fucking
Yeah,
stupid.
you're a dumb.
Just go on to just don't even watch my videos if
Yeah.
you don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you.
respect that. I respect that.
Yeah. So that was like my biggest gripe.
You got to make your viewers feel special. You
Yeah.
know, like they're exclusive. Like,
I guess.
like,
They're smarter people.
yeah.
But you still gotta like when you're a content provider, you still want to have everybody else involved though too.
Yeah, fuck those people.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
I can't wait. I can't wait till the next post I see from Jordan from Chumney Knives is
Done posting.
You're just gonna post if you know, you know. I'm like,
If you-
God damn it!
I am going to. I've been looking for something to say. Thank
Just
you.
say that.
That's the next one.
The funny thing is I don't know.
Let's not even talk about it anymore
Yeah.
because
Done.
that is the next one.
It's over. All right, folks. So after that,
Yeah.
if you don't know, now you know.
Now you know. So now we're gonna get into some tasting. We've got Blake's Hard Cider Triple Jam.
Triple jam.
Saw it at Bueller's. Looked cool. It says it's jam packed, berry refreshing.
Very refreshing.
Very refreshing. 6.5% alcohol by volume.
It's got 3 little cars on it. One's
Yeah.
a strawberry.
Mm-hmm.
One looks like a blackberry, I think, right?
Yeah.
And then am I can't say that. Is that a ras?
It says
That's
right
a
above. It says right above.
raspberry.
Oh, and it's 6.5. Wow.
Yep. Strawberry, blackberry, raspberry.
I like anything cider.
Oh my god, that's a sexy fucking color.
Isn't that
dude.
pretty?
That is.
Isn't that pretty? Look at that.
Would you just look at it?
Let's look at it.
I like berry stuff, and I also like cider stuff. So this is
Yeah.
going to be perfect.
This is from their backyard since 1946.
I doubt it.
Oh, it's got a little fucking. Nope, we're scrapping this. We're dumping it out.
What?
It's from Michigan,
That's
Hey,
okay.
my wife's from Michigan. You don't scrap her and dump her.
and
Michigan's
she's
a very
sweet.
pretty
And
state.
she's sweet as a berry too. So
Well,
this one's for you, Steph.
I like Michigan. You know,
it is.
it's very pretty. You know, the thing about Michigan that I appreciate is like their on ramps and off ramps, like the medians, like the big grass triangles.
Yeah.
They keep them like groomed, and there's like flowers planted there. Ours just look like desolate places for like carcasses.
Yeah.
You know,
A
Unless
good
you
place
go
for you
to
to wipe out
Detroit.
and die.
right, right.
Unless you go to Detroit.
Yeah,
and
well-
then you're scared for your life.
That's just You
That
just don't
town
go
is a
there.
ghost
Mm.
town. It's the creepiest thing you ever seen. These giant buildings, all boarded up, fences around them. Like it's the weirdest place you ever drive through.
I forget what the percentage was, but it was like 80% of the houses are abandoned at this point in
Yeah.
some areas of Detroit. It's crazy.
Well, they don't really make a lot of cars up there anymore.
Not a lot of
Yeah.
vehicles.
And maybe it's changing a little bit, but when I was there, probably, and her friends live close to Detroit. Don't get me wrong, and there's nice parts in the area, but like downtown, the old central.
Well, I live close to New
Detroit.
Cumberland, and I like to think that I'm, you know,
It's just a little like
it's kind of same. You
desolate,
can still
but-
buy a house for $15.
right. Yeah.
I don't.
Heck yeah.
Actually, New Cumberland's probably got better property value in certain parts
Man,
of
I don't
Detroit.
know how. I don't know how.
No. There's a lot of old buildings there that are just
Mm-hmm.
big, 12-story, 20-story buildings they're boarded up.
It's crazy.
Nothing's happening with them.
Crazy.
It's almost like they need to go through, just level it all out, make it grass fields, be
Mhm.
done.
You get the hipsters involved and they gentrify it.
And
Yeah.
There you go.
And there we go.
It's something to
Hipsters.
do with it,
Go to Detroit.
Go to Detroit.
But besides that, this is pretty delicious.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I'm enjoying it.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Definitely got it's berry full of flavor.
It has the right amount of fizzle too.
It's jam packed.
It's jammy.
Mm.
I'm getting my jammies and just hold this
No,
and
I'm
be
a
like
big fan.
watching a movie. And
It's a little bit, it's kind of tart, kind of,
Yeah.
but it's like in a good way. I could drink a lot of these.
It kind
I'm
of
a fan.
reminds me of if you get like a good sweet wine and you pour the Sprite in to make a
Yeah.
spritzer.
That's right.
Reminds me of that, but it's probably
It's very sangria-ish.
this
Yeah.
is very Ohio wine tasting. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
100%.
yeah,
bright
packed
there were
full
no-
of-
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, if there were no bubbles in this is a Raven's Glen for
Yeah,
sure.
you're right.
Like,
Yeah.
this will be their rosé or something.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sauvignon Blanc.
But it's good.
And their can's nice. I like a nice can.
Yeah.
It's a cool can, cool box.
we got the box right there.
Yeah, that's like one of the most important things for me.
It's a good box.
The only thing
You
that scared
enjoy
me,
you enjoy a good box.
Don't lure me there.
the only thing that scared me about this box is
Yeah.
that your kids might want one because it's got little cars
Oh,
that
yeah.
got
Well,
fruit shaped on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. They could probably see
And
this.
hey, if
they
they-
could probably see this in the fridge and they're like, "Oh my god, juice!"
If they take a couple swigs, they're gonna be sleeping, girl.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they'll become like their father and be an alcoholic.
Well, you
But
know.
I didn't start drinking whenever I was their age, so they'll be worse than me, I guess.
All right, so let's go with Blake's Hard Cider Triple Jam. Let's give it a rating.
The
We'll
old
start
Trip
with
Jam.
Jordan. What would you
Um,
rate it on a scale of
I'd-
whatever you want?
I'd rate it on a scale of like Kia to Bugatti.
Okay.
I'm rating it a Lotus.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Lotus.
So like a 6,
Like,
like
a
a
lo-
7.2 out of 13.
like a Lotus Elise.
Okay. Okay.
7.2 out of
No, it'd be
13.
higher out of 13. It'd be like a 9.2 out of 13.
Okay.
No, like a Lotus Exige.
I got you.
So yeah, good. I like it.
Good.
Makes sense.
Okay.
I mean, those good ratings are hard to come by.
Yeah.
On the car scale, I'm going to do the thumb scale, and I'm going to go with a 1 thumbs up.
A 1 thumbs up for Steve.
Yeah.
Out
I'm
of
not going to go
out of a potential.
Well, there could be 2.
Wow, we've gone over this before.
2, 1, half, 1 down, 2 down.
Oh, okay.
So it's like a scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah, so like a B.
But I still refuse.
So that's like a 50%.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'd buy it again.
Or maybe a 60%.
like would that be like a 9.5, 9.2 out of 13?
Let me put it in a reality sense. Then I would buy it again, but I'm not gonna go. Oh my god, I need to get to the store to get it again
Right.
because I fucking love it that much.
Right.
So we're grading on a cider, right? This is a cider.
Yeah.
So on the cider scale, one of my favorite ciders ever that I've had is an apple Stella Cidre on
Okay.
draft.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good cider.
Yep.
Yeah, it
Um,
is. We drink a lot of that.
And I'm gonna put this pretty close up there with it.
It tastes a lot like CJ.
Right.
Has
Right.
that same crisp apple aftertaste.
I would like this in a keg, and I would like to drink it out of a Stella glass because everything's better out of a Stella glass.
Oh.
This
but-
does. It has a lot of those notes,
Mm.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So, out of my scale of a normal human being 1 to 10,
Yeah, because
um,
normal human beings never thumbs up or thumbs down anything.
Yeah.
right? No, they don't.
None of them compare them to cars either.
Everybody, I greet you. I'm like, hey, 10. No, I go, hey, thumbs up. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hey, 10. Huh.
So if you run into like a super hot chick, you're like 2 thumbs up.
For sure.
Yeah, okay. You talk to your buddies, and they're like, "How hot was she on a scale of 1 to 10? 2 thumbs up."
Yeah, I hope you do.
That still
So
translates.
what's your 1 to 10?
Yeah, I would give it a solid 8.
So 16 of
Solid
20.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's where we're at.
32 of 40, please.
In the Ninja Turtles world, it's Donatello.
All right. Yeah, Donatello's about right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Yeah. Not the coolest, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah. You don't take it
What's
to the
that?
party, but you enjoy it at home.
Yeah.
But I always thought Donnie was on the lower scale of things.
No.
But he's
Well,
one of your
low
favorites.
scale Ninja Turtle is pretty damn high.
Yeah. That's,
You know.
It goes Leonardo. Oh no, you're right. He's at the end.
So your
Donatello.
least
Well, he's
favorite
about-
Ninja Turtle is who?
Probably
gone-
Raphael because he's just annoying.
So
annoying
Raphael's
person.
basically a 5.
Wait, I thought at one point you said that Donnie was your favorite.
No, Leonardo's
he's-
always
he's
my
not
favorite.
even
Oh,
on
okay,
the
yeah,
list.
that's right. No, Leo's your favorite.
He's got freaking swords. All right.
Yeah.
so then why did you
No
say
question.
Raphael?
That is the best weapon.
I'd put Raphael on my bottom, actually.
You know what weapons were stupid with the Ninja Turtles? Is those tridents.
Because-
The size.
The size? Michelangelo's
size.
size?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Michelangelo has fucking nunchucks.
Oh, yeah.
Raphael has
Raphael's
the size.
yeah,
Leonardo has swords, and Donatello has a fucking stick. That's why.
Why would you not have swords? Swords are the only way to go in all of those weapons.
Nunchucks are dope.
until somebody fights you with a sword.
Two
It's
swords.
Yeah, what the hell? A nunchuck?
He
You could
mastered.
wrap it up and pull
No,
it. I
you,
guess. I don't
yeah,
know.
you get your head cut off.
Unless you were a master of the nunchucks.
No. No, that's just silly.
Well, it says the fucking blade man here.
Well, if you harden the steel right, you're cutting through the chain. The nunchucks are going to become just individual sticks with chains on them. You just lob a person. Yeah, no, that's just silly.
What if he had like the hardest wood known to man as
Yeah,
Donatello's
I mean, I
bow
guess-
staff?
The
What-
hardest wood known to man is not as hardened steel.
All right, what if he had just a hard piece of steel bow staff?
Wasn't Bruce
Well, he
Lee?
doesn't. He has a
wasn't
wooden
Bruce
one.
Lee
I
a
know.
nunchucker?
I don't care.
I've seen videos
He was
of
a
him.
master of everything.
He was probably really good against a heavy bag with a nunchuck. You know, you give a guy a sword all the way up to pistol, they win against nunchucks every single time.
He
Yeah.
did. He played ping pong on one side against two people.
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty
I
fucking
think
dope.
that was edited. I want it to be true, but I think I looked into that and that might have been edited.
Check Snopes or whatever.
I
don't
think
know.
they pulled that actual motions of him doing this stuff and then overlaid it onto a ping pong match.
And I mean,
Maybe.
that could be. Or it could be real.
I know that video though, and it's awesome.
You want me to Google it?
Seems sick. Like he
I'm not
beats-
hating on Bruce Lee.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
We went from
I think he's a coward and a chicken shit and very weak.
we went from rating beer to Bruce
Kung
Lee.
Fu, to Kung Fu.
to
We
I
know
rate
nothing about.
Bruce Lee like a I don't know 16 out of 27.
Okay.
Probably in there.
Okay.
He's pretty short.
Okay.
It's good.
Yeah,
It's
it's
good.
good.
It's very good. I
We
like
can
it a lot.
we can all agree
Yeah,
it's good.
I like it.
On a Ninja Turtle scale, on a number scale, on a thumb scale, and on a weirdly different number / car scale, and on a Kung Fu scale, Blake's Hard Cider Triple Jam is good.
It's passing. Yeah, it's passing.
It's good. Try
It
it
is
out.
good.
It won
It
the
is.
grade.
I like it.
Yeah.
Donatello.
Yeah, it's kind
So-
of a master splinter to me, but
Well, you can't even put him in the grading system
why can't you?
because he's the sensei.
What? So there's 3 grades?
There's
No,
only 4.
4. There's
4
Ninja
grades?
Turtles.
Okay. Oh, now we're all specific.
We-
3 and 4 Ninja Turtles.
So then we throw in like Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady.
If you don't throw in
Krang.
Bebop and Rocksteady, then
just Foot Soldiers is like the base bitch.
No,
you
Casey
know?
no.
Jones,
Soldiers.
Casey
April.
Jones, April, yeah, fucking all of them.
Casey Jones doesn't. I think they have to be.
They put a
mutants.
female turtle in there at one point.
They
in
can't be
time.
human. They
The-
can't
that
be
about.
human.
Oh, there's so many characters to put in like in later shit.
Oh, they put so many.
Yeah.
Bebop and Rocksteady were my favorite ones, though. Especially
Mondo
from,
Gecko.
from like the actual like the live action movie where they eat the donuts and oh man, I love that scene.
Just got to go back to the arcade game. That was where it's at.
The fuck was the
Baxter.
dude? There's a dude that was a fly.
Baxter.
Yeah. That guy.
Baxter Stockman. And then they had the little mechanical drones.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the Game Boy Ninja Turtles?
No.
Man, it was an awesome game.
I never had a Game Boy.
The,
really.
Yeah.
the arcade version.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Well, swords over any of those other foolish weapons.
Swords.
Just to get that clear.
Swords overall.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's get into, and I don't know how we're gonna like structure this. We are gonna get into our
Teenage Mutant
Hey. Heroes in a Half Shell.
Turtle Power.
Apparently, Cody's biggest fear is not talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles right now.
I just had to.
But instead of doing the top 5, we're gonna just talk about our biggest fears. And I guess we'll just go down the line and maybe get into 3, 4, 5. I don't know. We'll just talk. Not really a list or like a grading system or like a poll like we normally do. But we're not gonna stick to like standard things that are called phobias. We're just gonna talk about if your biggest fear is still spiders, we'll say that. But other things that aren't necessarily staple phobias or whatever. So where do we start?
I don't know. Cody, what are you the most afraid of? As a person without children who doesn't have to worry about that whole thing yet, what do you, like, if you're driving and you're alone and you think, like, oh, man, I hope this doesn't ever happen?
Okay. Well, I actually don't want to talk about the biggest one I'm afraid of right now because it could happen.
Oh,
Like,
that's
it's
a-
very
yeah.
serious. You know,
Right.
the wife
Let's
pregnant.
Let's
yeah.
not even say
I don't
that.
want to go there.
Let's not even say that. We don't want to jinx
yeah,
it. Knock on
yeah.
fucking everybody. Knock on.
You don't want to have
fucking
hybrid
wood.
children, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Hybrid children. Yes.
Hybrid
exactly.
children, yes.
Exactly. They're
Alright.
connected at the hip.
I was talking about, like, deer kids, but
Dear kids.
So when I was real young, I was at the neighbor's pond. And I'm talking real young. I'm talking like maybe 3 years old. But I remember this vividly. I half drowned. I didn't have to get resuscitated. I didn't have to get like mouth to mouth or anything. But I remember like I was walking out. They had like a little beach there.
Yeah.
But if you walk too far off to one side, it was just like straight drop off because they like filled it up with sand. I don't know why. There's just like a straight hole there, drop off. And I went down this hole, and I can remember like I didn't quite know how to swim, but I still knew like you moved your like you still flailed. But I can remember like my eyes were wide open. I remember seeing the bubbles, like just floating up, and just me popping my head up, taking a breath, but not knowing how to like tread water at all, and going back down. I remember seeing my mom jump off, like there's like a dock and the floating dock in the middle, and she was just like sunbathing there while us kids were swimming.
She was freaking
and we had our
out.
one buddy there. Oh, she was tearing across that water like full. She probably could have beat Michael Phelps.
Yeah.
But what happened was my brother grabbed me. He started slipping down.
Which one?
I think Derek
Okay.
grabbed me, my oldest brother. But at that time, he was probably like 9.
Yeah.
He grabbed me. He's 8 or 9. And then my buddy Jason grabbed him, and they all like pulled me up and out of the water. And I did cough up a bunch of water. But I could just remember that, like that feeling. Like, it was like a sinking feeling.
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
As you're going down and like oxygen's getting cut off. And it's very, very dark and creepy down there in the water.
I don't F with water very much.
Yeah.
Do you have a drowning experience?
I haven't.
near?
Yeah, I do. When I was a couple actually. When I was very young, like 4 or 5, our family went to Maryland, and we were on Bethany Beach, and we were like that oblivious, like Ohio family that had no idea of like the wake and stuff, like what was happening,
An undertow,
riptide crap, and we're
let's go in the water.
we're like laying on the beach looking for sand crabs or whatever Ohio people do, and this huge wave came in, and when it went back out, my brother Brandon, who's older but much smaller, was just gone. And there was like nobody else on the beach at all, because everybody else was like, "Oh, there's like hurricane shit happening elsewhere, and it's affecting here."
Yeah.
So when we saw Brandon again, he was like way out in the ocean. Like,
oh shit!
Like when I was a kid, way out in the ocean, maybe 100, 200 feet. You know, far for fat white people from Ohio. You know, we're just worthless.
And for a kid to be out there,
yeah, like a 6-year-old kid, and so like my dad didn't run too fast. My dad's not going to go out there and be able to save. He's going to die too. And my mom probably can't swim. Luckily, there was a lifeguard on the beach, Craig Morrow from Delaware. I remember him.
Shout out to Craig.
Craig Morrow, what's up? DM me
Craig.
back. Quit leaving me on red, bro. I've been trying to thank you for years.
Oh, shit. You've actually been
I messaged him like 3 times. I was like, yo, I vividly remember you saving my brother's
How
life.
fucked? I'm sorry to interrupt, but how fucked would it be if he just happened to be like one of the 30 people that view this shit? He's
Yeah.
like, oh fuck yeah,
Dude,
I remember that now.
I've messaged him like twice. Like literally, I messaged him twice and was just like, "Hey, my brother Brandon's really awesome, and he'd be dead if it wasn't for you on the beach that day." Never says anything back to me. Whatever. But then, as an
He's a humble
adult,
man. He's a humble man.
Yeah,
As
he
an
doesn't
adult-
need the fame.
my brother Steven, myself, and both of our female counterparts at that time were at Hilton Head, and we got like blackout drunk, like on the beach, like taking double shots of wild turkey.
Yeah.
And then we can't we're not like swimmers. We can swim, but just like you probably, like you drop me off a boat in the middle of the ocean, like I'm dead in 20 minutes.
All right.
So we were standing there, then I looked back, and Steven was like 100 meters out in the water, flailing. And I was also like pretty drunk and not a good swimmer in the first place. And I went out and was like trying to save him, and it was not good. And we got pulled to shore by like 7 girls, 7 lifeguard chicks.
Yeah.
And it was like kind of very humbling.
Yeah.
Not humiliating, because we were just not good swimmers and we were blackout drunk. But man, it was sketchy. It was really sketchy. So I don't even go past my like hips anymore in the ocean.
Oh, no shit.
The ocean's a big fear of mine.
The ocean's
Yeah.
a big, mean son of a gun. Like, and even after my
it's so
experience, like
big.
I'll still go. Like, I'm not afraid of water by any
Yeah.
means, because now I can swim and all that. And like, but I have that like that moment, and,
Uh-huh.
and when you have that moment, when you go underwater for too long, it's kind of a weird moment.
Yeah.
Like it's a very like all sensory's gone, and you're just like my eyes are wide open in this lake, and it's dark, and you just see bubbles popping.
Yeah.
So
And
other
it's
than
just a
water
weird
part,
thing.
That's
It's not necessarily like I'm not afraid of water
right?
because
Right,
I live
yeah.
on a lake, for God's sake.
and you
Right.
swim in there all the time, and
You appreciate it, you understand it,
yeah.
but I just thought it was something I'd bring up as like,
Yeah.
hey,
Well, yeah, and I've actually had a near drowning experience too, and it was even at fucking Commons Pool, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
most the
Oh,
most
jeez.
vanilla place to drown at, right?
Oh, that'd be bad.
But it was I think I was like 9 or 10ish, or maybe a little older. But I went, and it was my brother and his two friends at the time. It was like John Chrisman. He probably doesn't watch it. Doesn't fucking matter. And I think the other dude's name was like Eric. I forget. I remember his face, and he always hung around and shit, but I can't remember his name for the life of me. And so we were hanging out like right there where the deep end starts. So almost like kind of like you said, where it just
on
drops.
the slope.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the slope. And I was like, up to my chin, and they were obviously taller than me. And then I forget, I don't know if it was I don't think it was Scott, but one of his friends picked me up and like dunked me, but out. And then all of a sudden, like,
You're just
'cause
trying to
but
find
I've
bottom.
always been a strong swimmer, but all of a sudden, like, I'm down, and then I came up, and then somebody fucking dunked me again. Like, they grabbed my head and just pushed me down, just being asshole, fucking like, Scott, your stupid little brother's here. Let's fuck with them, And so then I come up, and like at that point, I'm in panic mode, right? Because I didn't even get a good breath, and I choked in water. And I even remember I reached out and I grabbed my older brother. I grabbed his fucking arm, and he just shrugged me off. So then I'm sitting there fucking flailing. I come, and and then I finally make it over to where I can stand, and I was alive. And then I fucking threw up in the water and shit because I inhaled so much fucking water. And then that gave me great positive vibes about my older brother.
Yeah, is it weird that
Like your older brother saved you, and like you're trying to save your brothers and shit. And my brother's like, I'm trying to look cool in front of my friends.
That's probably why I always think of your brother Scott as your little brother.
Yeah.
Probably that incident alone.
Well, and also
Probably just that incident.
that, and also I'm a lot bigger than he is, just
Yeah.
in stature.
Yeah.
But yeah, enough about that. Enough about drowning.
Water in general, even so, if you take away the mass of the ocean, you take away the wake, or you take away the undertow, you take away the size and the depth, you still can't get my ass in that water. You can't get me in lake water if it's deeper than like shoulder deep.
just imagine
Yeah.
if you were waterboarded to death. How terrible that would be.
Oh, I don't care about the water part. It's like the living things inside of the water part.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of choking asphyxiation, right?
Mm.
So like
When it's-
choking.
That
like-
part, I never think about that part. I never
Yeah,
get
you
that
like
far.
that part, don't
Because then I even became a lifeguard, and I've saved 3 people.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was the lifeguard at
At
Commons
Commons?
Pool. Yeah, yeah. That was a fucking
I
dope
peed in
gig.
that pool a whole bunch.
Oh, everybody pees in that
I
pool.
might have pooped in that pool. Yeah.
Everybody pees in everybody body of water, and everybody's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Do you
pee in
guys-
here." Yeah, there is. That's why we put bleach in it.
Do you ever take a shower without peeing? Is that a thing?
Sometimes.
Oh, I've never taken a shower without taking a pee.
So I mean, I pee in the shower a lot, but there's probably been a time where like I peed and like, oh wait, no,
I wouldn't say every time,
'Cause
no, but-
very frequently I'll wake up in the morning and first thing I got to do is pee, and then I'll like, oh now I got to take a shower,
Oh.
so then I don't have to.
Yeah.
But there's also very frequent like I'm gonna go take a shower, and then like the
Yeah.
water hits you, change the temperature. It's like just pee right here.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just gonna pee right
You ever just pee in your shower instead of the toilet? I don't do that.
here. No.
No.
I don't do that. I'm sorry for even saying that.
I mean, I've peed in like, I've literally peed in floor drains in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
before
That-
because there's
we all
one
do
bathroom in the
Mhm.
house, and you're like, I gotta pee. And
Yeah.
you just, but like I was living in downtown Canton, I remember at the time, and oh God, it's terrible.
You're peeing a sump pump.
Actually, my buddy
Yep.
was like, "You guys just." My buddy that owned the place was like, "You just pee in the floor drain downstairs anytime you need the bathroom. Somebody's in the shower." So then I set up my like video game room down there, and I just peed in that drain all the time. And then his girlfriend came down to do laundry, and she slipped in the floor drain one time, and I felt so bad. I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And she's like, "Why are you sorry? That was my own dumb fault." I'm like, "Because I pee in there all the time. There's pee all over your leg right now." And
Yeah.
she's like,
You slipped in my urine.
"Yeah." She's like,
Yeah.
oh my God. It just wouldn't clean herself up. But
Yeah, my grandma had had like one that she kept the grate off of in her basement. That was just like an open hole, you know. We'd piss in that thing all
it's
the
the
time.
same things.
Yeah.
The same sewage flows through
Yeah.
there. Like,
But there's
it doesn't
always
matter.
that mist around the hole and
Yeah.
it gets all slippery like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can feel it. I can slip on it right now.
Unless you got like laser.
Oh,
focus to
we're
go-
gross, and that like
Yeah.
as much as guys
I need a
can
I
pee
need
a
drain
stream,
in my-
it still sprays out.
Yeah.
I need to get one of those in my house. I miss pissing in a hole in the ground.
Basement drain.
Yeah.
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 I don't even have one. I just have a toilet, but
Just go out back.
That's pretty lame. You
Just go out back.
yeah.
but
That's
even
what I
then,
do.
there's always like pee dribble in front of it. Like,
I pee
oh,
outside.
my kids. I swear, my kids piss all over everything.
I pee outside at least 70% of the time.
Yeah, I used to, but now that I live in town, I don't know. It seems.
Yeah, I live right on 212. I just kind of
Yeah.
like strategically turn away.
dude, I literally used to. It's easier for me to pee outside.
I thought it was funny when we got my dad married my stepmom, Tracy. Very nice, wonderful lady, but she is OCD clean freak. And their house was beautiful, and they had white carpet, and they had all this, blah, blah. Well, we were young boys.
Just peeing on the carpet all the time.
No, not peeing on the carpet, but I remember my dad had to give us a talk a few times about us not picking up the toilet seat or like pee splatter. And like,
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure when you guys pee, the pee straight in the toilet and poke the seat up. But like, there's a little bit of pee splatter around. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm like 8.
Mhm.
Like, you think we care? We're just like, me, you know.
Well, that's
So
like
do you wipe the seat every single, like if you pee in a toilet now, do you wipe regardless? Do you wipe the rim regardless? Or do you just wipe if you like missed it a little bit?
well, if the seat's down, I'm gonna wipe the seat, but I don't
Right.
wipe. I don't wipe the bowl.
You know, so if the seat's
No.
up, you don't go for
But
a
like
wipe.
almost kind of off what Cody was saying, like when you were young, you just peed on the seat. I don't remember doing that, but my kids do that constantly now, and I'm like, why the fuck are you pissing on seats?
Right.
Like pull the seat up, just lift it,
Yeah.
Yeah, just pick the seat up.
just pick the seat up.
We'll
Don't
get
be-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let them piss in that seat.
Well,
You
but
missed
women
that.
complain if the seat's not down, but if the seat was up all the time, we
Yeah.
would
Yeah.
not pee on it. So maybe
Yeah.
that should be the
Maybe you
change,
just put the seat
right?
up, yeah.
Well, my biggest thing is obviously it's like kind of it's etiquette to put the seat down so that a girl doesn't go to sit down and fall in the toilet. I always put the seat and the lid down because we used to always have big dogs.
Yeah, my dog drinks out of the pool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I always put the lid down to make sure that dogs
Or
didn't drink out of the toilet.
If my dog's a bad dog, I just take a shit and leave the seat up.
and
I'm just joking. I'll do that.
then
And then it's all gone.
I love my dog.
Yeah.
I love my dog.
And then it kisses you.
Yeah, and then Luna
I
comes
kiss her
up and
back.
gives you a big old, and you're like letting that tongue go in your
Yeah.
mouth.
Oh, I don't mind. Yeah. I won't drink after my own son. I will not drink after my own son.
But you
My
let your
dog can
dog
lick
tongue
my
kiss you?
tongue all she wants to. I don't
Are
care.
you serious?
Yeah. It's weird. I am
I know
so weird.
I know you're a weird German.
Human
fellow,
saliva freaks me out, and we're talking about fears.
Would you kiss me right now?
I would kiss you closed mouth. Yes. I obviously wouldn't kiss you open mouth.
What if you just touch tongues and say,
No, I wouldn't do that.
you
but-
wouldn't
Wait,
do that?
you looked at me when you
Not
said
even
that
for
to
the
him,
show?
like you would say, I would not.
I won't touch that tongue.
Would you kiss me closed mouth? Because when the way you said
Closed
it to
mouth?
him,
Yeah, I kiss you closed mouth.
would you kiss me open mouth and not him?
No, I wouldn't
Because
kiss.
it looked like you were like judging between
I
us.
almost never kissed Mrs. Chumney open mouth, and I would love to, but like at this point, I don't even remember how to. You know,
I'm talking
but
about
like,
your wife, right?
yeah, not the teacher, my mother.
yeah, because Mrs. Chumney goes to.
Yeah,
To-
We had to
The
clarify.
teacher.
I had to
No,
clarify. that,
Mrs.
but-
Hannah Chumney.
Okay.
But no, yeah, saliva is a really weird thing for me, and I don't understand what it is. Like even you know how I'm like a weird about sour cream and mayonnaise and all that shit.
Yeah.
I'm coming around to mayonnaise. I'm coming. Sour cream I just have no use for it. It's not like I'm grossed out by it, but it's just like it's sour cream. Who actually wants sour cream?
So good. I can eat it by
Right,
itself.
right. So sticking on the terms of fear,
Sour
one
cream's
of
a
your
fear of mine.
one of your fears is saliva, then too.
Yeah,
but not
Saliva,
dog
sour
saliva.
cream.
not dog saliva. And it's not because I think that dogs' mouths are cleaner. It's that I just like I don't give a. I just love dogs, man.
But technically, they say they are.
Yeah, well, I think it's just a lie to
Dog's
like, make
mouth is-
people
they
like
have
me
better
feel
bacteria. They have
Yeah.
good bacteria. in
They have
their
a
mouths.
great gut
Yeah.
biome or whatever. I don't
Yeah,
care. I
whatever.
know that my dog never brushes his teeth and it never smells like an asshole. Like When I wake up, my breath smells horrid. My wife's breath smells horrid. My kids smell like stinky little shoe boxes. And my dog's breath always just smells like dog food.
Oh, my dog's
little shoe boxes.
breath is not good.
Oh,
Not good.
I kiss
Both
your
my
dog.
dogs have terrible breath, but they've also had teeth rot out of their faces.
It's like I forgive dogs for having bad breath. Like I don't give my dog a toothbrush. So like I'm just like, I'll kiss you, whatever.
You're supposed to give him a little scrub.
Yeah, I don't. Unless I accidentally
I don't
lick the
either,
dog's
but,
teeth.
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, my
Right.
dentist, but then my dentist takes care of it. She's like, I'll scrub him good.
It is
Dope.
weird.
Anyways, all right. So we just covered like a bunch of fears right
Yeah.
there.
I think we only did like
and
saliva
only
and
one.
water.
We started with one,
We started with
and then
Cody's,
just spitballed into 17, I think.
started
Steve,
with
what's
Cody's
your fear?
of drowning?
Like,
and
what's
moved
your?
on
We
to-
haven't like touched a Steve fear, like a uniquely Steve fear.
And I didn't even pick my number
Um,
one. I just kind of came up with drowning. But
Yeah.
anyway, sorry, Steve.
I'm gonna
Go
get
ahead.
it. No,
That's
I'm gonna.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in a weird one. This is probably not my number one, but I'm gonna get a weird one that's very unique to me, and I think like other people have it. But I am afraid of ferns,
What?
specifically ferns. I really don't like a lot of plants.
Mm.
Like I'm not a huge fan. I think it's maybe because I've always gotten poison ivy and shit. But plants in general, I just don't like touching them or
Yeah.
shit like that. But I remember as a kid, like walking through the forest, like because we hung out in the woods all the time, and I see a patch of ferns, and I wouldn't want to walk through it. I just don't like them.
Really?
I don't like them. I don't like looking at them. I don't like being around them. Now that I'm older, I realize it's an irrational fear. Like it's stupid.
Is it?
So I'll be like ferns, but still, like Sarah, please just don't plant ferns anywhere. I don't like them.
Is it like a specific type of fern or like any type
Just
of
the
fern?
regular
Just
fern.
like a green ass.
Yeah.
He could have never been a surveyor. That's for goddamn sure.
Oh,
'cause
I
we-
lived in them damn ferns.
Yeah, we lived in those goddamn.
Well,
shit.
then I'd
That's
maybe
the only thing I
stomp
liked
'em.
about surveying was fucking ferns.
But we had a machete, so you could just cut them if you wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you
then maybe
should.
I would just fucking
Hmm.
fuck you ferns, get away from me. I'm not afraid of you no more. But I was still like,
I remember my worst day was kind of my coolest day of being a surveyor. So a surveyor, you got to go out in the woods and do some stuff. But we were doing an oil patch out, and we had to stake some stuff out. And I was with little bitch Derek.
I wonder what he's doing.
If he's watching, sorry, you kind of were a bitch that day, but
You're
Yeah,
a
a little
bitch
bit.
a lot of days, Derek.
yeah,
I love you.
I don't even know you.
we had to stake this oil patch. I still love him too,
I
but
love him to death.
We were in literally the worst situation I've ever been in. Like got lightheaded, dizzy. I was so hot.
Yeah, the plants radiate heat too. I mean, it's messed up.
So
It was the
we were
fucking
staking
ferns
out
that did it.
a well pad, but it was already timbered.
oh,
We had to go
no.
down in this deep timber, but the timber was sitting on a hill. So underneath the timber was like 20 foot, but above that was straight canopy.
I know what one you were at. You were at that one with the abandoned house at the entrance, and the trees were falling all over the hillside, and you had.
Oh,
to
not that one. This
Okay.
was a different one. But
It's kinda
that
like
one
that.
was kind of like this.
Yeah, that's awful.
We were literally on a 98-degree day
Mm.
down inside, and literally I saw green above me, green all around me. We carved a path. I had to stop twice and drink water because I got so hot. I mean, my shirt was soaked with sweat. I was soaked. My pants were soaked with sweat or water from the plants. I don't know what it was, but it was like I was in some kind of movie where everything just grew up above me. The trees were like mossed over. It was beautiful in a way,
Yeah,
but then I was so hot and trying to work.
and you probably didn't even get a breeze because you were so thick into it.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Yeah, I had 40 pounds on my back.
So it was like rainforest damp.
I had 40
dense
packs
heat.
of steaks on my back. Like, we just stopped. I took a breather, and then we got so far into it. I remember the guy I was with, Derek. Probably should have said the normal guy's name, but it was whatever. We were trying to find our way out, and we couldn't go back because we kept jumping down and jumping down. We couldn't go back, so we just had to start cutting a path. He was like almost half crying because he wasn't feeling good.
Yeah, he did that.
He
a lot.
also hates
I
ferns.
wasn't feeling good.
He probably also hated ferns.
Oh yeah.
Everything was terrible. We were like in this cascade of almost like death.
Yeah.
And thank God I brought like 4 water bottles with me.
Yeah.
Because I always brought a lot of water with me because I just sweated and drank water all day.
Yeah.
That's
I
all I
always
did.
just brought
So
cigarettes.
how'd you get out? What?
We finally just cut a path through. And we finally just slowly cut a path through. Took some breaks. humidity was so high in the middle of this jungle. But I'm talking, there's like ferns, there's like giant, like literally I was in a canopy shaded by things like ferns and weeds.
That's the problem with
That would have given
surveying.
me anxiety. I don't like ferns.
All of the points of interest for a surveyor are like the places where the grade changes, and those are always the places where there's vegetation, like the top of a stream bank, and then the toe of the stream bank. So you're going to stand in water, or you're going to stand on top of a bank where they're all feeding on that water, and so there's just shit everywhere. Surveying is like one of those things that you think like, oh, I like the woods. But then you realize whenever you have to touch every 25 square foot on a grid, there's spots of the woods that you don't like.
Oh, they're terrible.
You just have to find them. Like they're in there. It sucks.
Fucking mosquitoes, bugs.
And then you have to get to
some
that shitty
snakes.
spot and then wait for a satellite to see you through a tree. And sit there for like 15 minutes waiting for a fix on a GPS. I mean, yeah.
It was fun. Like when me and Jordan got to work together.
Oh, yeah.
It was the greatest time ever. Like
Yeah.
we had some amazing jobs. But me and him didn't get to work together because we were both too goddamn smart.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, you guys don't get to work together because you're too smart.
Yeah, you became
Yeah.
crew leaders and you had to dip shits.
But
that
then
you
when
had to
we
deal
get
with.
together, we wouldn't do like smart stuff. Like we would get together and we would have like, let's just see what we can eat in nature today.
Yeah, this job's gonna last forever
Yeah.
today.
Oh man, we're gonna take 32 shots and blame it on the briars. You know. Yeah, that was the good thing about surveying. Well, regardless, nobody else is a surveyor, so
Hey, we're not going back. So we used to milk that clock hard.
Gave you, gave you life lessons.
I used to spend at Diebold, the last surveying company I was with. Like, I love the guys.
Probably should say their name. We'll beep that out though.
I didn't say the whole name. It's a name. It's the last name of people in the world. But it's a small company. It's like 6 of us. But I like them all. But like you in the wintertime, you get to a job site in a truck, and the truck's really warm, and it's cold outside, and nobody's there. You're sitting in that truck an extra 2.5 fucking hours.
Oh, for sure.
You are watching every video on Instagram.
As long as you have service.
Yeah, well, you have to have service.
Yeah.
But even then, if you don't have service, like you're still just sitting there and smoking cigarettes. Like you don't want to get in the cold.
Right.
Nobody's there to tell you to get in the cold. You just have to count on your own hard work and determination to go suffer.
Oh, we started with pipeline. When
Oh,
I started at the company,
F&A.
surveying with you with pipeline. Oh my God, you were talking about the easiest job.
Well,
Most pipeliners, I think.
Yeah.
I know there's people out there like, I'm a pipeliner. It's tough work.
Tough guy.
And there are mountains and hills, and some of that stuff is, and the welders and some of the hands, they do work their ass off. But most of the people on a pipeline,
You sit in a truck.
they sit in a truck all day until they're called upon, and they go do an hour's worth of work, and they go sit back in their truck.
Most of them, I'm sure, too, like they have their little helper, and the helper goes out,
Yeah.
they prep the thing, they line it up, they get it level, and they're ready to go, and the welder comes out, like,
Yeah, we would be
and then
there
they go
for-
sit in their truck again. Yeah.
Surveyors go for 17 hours. You go for the whole damn day, and you work for like an hour. Like
Right.
If you got there in the beginning of the day and they said, this is the work you're going to have to do today, go ahead and do it at your pace and leave when you're done. You leave
Right.
before breakfast.
There you go.
I mean,
Cha-choo,
yeah.
cha-choo.
Sometimes you'd wait for 8 hours to take one
Done.
GPS location.
Yeah.
Like literally.
But they had to have it. So
It was fun.
for everything, it was like easy. And sometimes we go do a little side job for the guy that's in charge of the entire pipeline.
Yeah.
He'd be like, well, I'm not going to really need you guys today. So you go home and take a full day. Thanks for putting ribbons on pipes for me.
Yeah. And you still get paid. You work 8 hours instead of 12, and you get paid
No,
for
we
16.
worked 2 hours,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but we'd have
You
4
were
hours
there.
of drive time. We'd be like,
There were weird days on the pipeline where you could show up and just be like if you're with Dante, you just show up and you might just leave. Like you might just go home. And
Yeah.
then if somebody calls you, just be like, ah, shit, we're at the gas station. We're going to call the other crew and they'll be over. And
Yeah.
then like you just tell the other crew you didn't leave. It was a really corrupt, very strange, fun time.
very
Yeah.
easy.
And I could dive into like the strange corrupt thing even with the oil field stuff, but
Let's not.
we're getting back off topic.
Yeah,
here.
nobody else cares about this at all.
We're getting back off topic. Here.
Nobody
Well,
else
there's a couple of
cares.
people out there
Let's,
like,
let's,
yeah, I
let's
know.
get
I
into
know.
let's get into some fears.
Fuck pipelines.
It's your turn now.
Oh man, you came at me so quick there. I one of the only things I fear is
One of the only.
I'm not
Okay.
I'm not a fearless man.
Okay.
But like I don't have arachnophobia. I don't care. I care about the water. That's about like my only actual like scary fear. But I am so terrified for the safety of my children that it like hurts me daily.
Become a father is a stupid fucking thing.
Oh, I can't focus. Like I think like
I'm about to step up to the plate.
Well,
Sorry,
Cody,
go ahead.
everybody you see is going to try to snatch your kids.
Yeah, guess
Yeah.
what, Cody? It fucking sucks. It's I mean, that's awesome. But
Like that like fantasy part of me is like, oh, I wish you would, son of a bitch. Like, touch my kid, I'll snatch you up right now. But like the other part of me is like, if my wife is out, yeah, sure. If my wife is out with my daughter, they look like a human trafficking prize pack.
I already got made fun of by my brother and my wife because I installed security cameras in my house.
Install them. Get more guns.
I already did.
Get more dogs.
I already installed 2 cameras in my house, maybe 6 if
Put
you're
wolf
listening.
traps outside.
you see, here's
And it's because I'm already worried about this.
Yeah.
I'm already worried about the future of my family. And I'm like, if I'm not there or if I'm not blah, 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 the motion sensor is going to go off. I'm going to know right away. I can react.
here's my biggest thing about cameras on the house
Mm-hmm.
is because whenever I was a shitbag teenager, I snuck out
Yeah.
and I learned life lessons.
Yeah.
I'm torn between like I want cameras everywhere so that I can see what my shitbag teenagers are going to be doing, but at the same time, I also want them to have the freedom to go out and learn on their own. So I don't know, like that's a fine line to toe.
I would say dash cams are a better option because, like, who's coming to your house? Who is somebody going to break into your house and steal
I got
your
the
kids?
front. I got the front door cam, like you know.
Yeah, no,
but I kind of want to leave access points for my kids to sneak out.
yeah, like little
like,
hatches.
Yeah, you know, you're
okay.
no, like you're a ballin' ass kid. They're the neighbor girls of age, and you guys want to hang out.
Yeah,
Mommy and daddy are asleep, and
Yeah.
I'm, I just can't hear that.
I hear you go out that window.
Go for it.
Yeah.
You're free, bro. Go for it. Just don't get caught.
I think car camera though.
But with cameras everywhere, and then the way they are now, I get an alert to my phone. So somebody's at the back door, and I see Henry scurry off. I'm like, God damn it!
and then you have to worry.
No, you
Yeah,
call
But
them
if you
back.
don't know about it, you don't
Listen,
worry.
here's the thing. One, you had to be smart enough to get out of your house.
And I was
So they have to outsmart the security system.
Nah.
Easy ways to bypass cameras.
Cannot smart a video camera.
Yes, you can.
Unless
Without
you're like,
your-
and the
without
kids
your
are going to be
dad knowing?
fucking
You
hackers.
think
Like
Henry can outsmart a video camera?
they're going to be
Steve
hackers.
knowing?
Like I got it in the mainframe. I shut it.
Mhm.
All right, no, I got it recording on a
So
loop.
I
So all
really-
they just see is just this loop on loop on loop, like off a fucking speed. And then I'm sitting there like Dennis Hopper. I'm like, oh, they switched. You know,
Yeah.
like.
It's super easy. What are you talking about? Just go and plug the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's true. But then,
But then you get
dad gets up.
Then you get an alert on your phone that the Wi-Fi's down because my doorbell does that right now.
Yeah, then Steve gets out of bed and he goes and sees that Henry's not in bed. Then he has to go.
So unplug it, plug it back in real
Yeah.
quick. And then boom, it's out. Boom, it's back on. And you're like, you look at your phone, go, oh, it's off. But in that time, before it reboots all the cameras back up in the system, he can be out the door. 100%.
yeah.
So
But in that
you got to
time-
make your
in
kids
that
smarter
In that time, I'm awake.
than the system.
In that time, I'm awake, and then I'm wondering why it went out. Now it's back on. Let me go check on it.
Well, you want your
Henry's
kid-
not in his bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen.
You want your kid to make a full trip back and forth without you catching him. You know?
Actually,
Yeah.
yeah. So he needs to be smarter than that. Anyways, that's how it goes. And besides that, back in our day, we didn't have to worry about half the shit out there.
Yeah, you're right.
No, we still did. It just wasn't on the fucking news all the time, or it wasn't on social media. You never heard about it.
Well,
there
no.
were still people raping and capturing kids for sure.
Oh yeah,
It's
for
not
sure,
like there's
but
an
you-
uptick in it now. You just hear about it
But-
more often.
But you want to
There's
get
more of an
busted.
uptick,
There's,
but
there's
yeah.
more of it. There's
Yeah,
more
there's more of
people.
an
I don't
uptick.
know.
There's a lot more
100%. There's
people.
more of an uptick.
There's like a shitload more people.
It's not just news. There's
Okay,
more
well
of
then
it.
per capita, it still happened back then.
Per capita, I bet there's more child abduction right now than there ever has been.
Probably still happened back then.
Oh, it happened.
It happened, but it wasn't as big.
Yeah, you
I'm
don't.
just
I don't
saying.
know anybody personally that's ever been abducted.
I
Ever.
think both things go hand in hand.
I know.
More social media is more people going on.
I
so
know pe-
we're trying. What are we trying?
This is
Scotch.
Dewar's white label Scotch.
Dewar's White Label Scotch. So we're doing a shot at Dewar's White Label Scotch because now, wait, I don't even know.
Yeah, we're probably gonna keep talking.
I thought we
'cause
were
we're
just.
sti-
I
we're
was
still
just-
talking about fears. We're not gonna close it out with a shot
I was
this week.
just gonna set up. But anyways,
I have a fear of talking more without taking a shot of scotch.
That's good. Smooth.
anyways, if you don't think it's increased years over years over years, it absolutely has, and it's because of social media. It's because of these things. It's become of the internet. there's more deviants out there. 100%.
I also will say that I feel like we hear about it more.
Yeah, you hear about
Yeah,
everything.
100% too.
Yeah.
But
Because in the Times Reporter, you didn't hear about a lot of it happening
the
here.
percentage ratio has
In
increased.
the Times Reporter, you didn't hear about a lot of it happening here, but if you read the Canton Repository, you probably could hear about a lot about it that back then. But why would you want to read the Canton Repository?
Right.
But now you see Facebook posts from 600 people that you haven't interacted with in the last 5 years, and they're from all over the country, and they're always sharing this shit, so it makes you more paranoid.
Kinda
I
like
still
gun
say
violence.
it's gone up
Yeah.
because people are getting more demented because they are on social media more
this
and
area?
they see different things.
In this area?
Not just this area,
Enough for
but
you to
like
need
I'm talking
cameras?
worldwide. I'm talking worldwide.
This area
Yeah,
is actually one of
worldwide,
the
but-
hottest spots.
So why wouldn't you get more
Canton.
cameras then?
Canton.
yeah, but we're the outskirts of Canton.
So if you're
Yeah.
saying that and you're saying so it hasn't changed, so you don't care. So let your boys go run loose.
I ran loose. Nobody raped me.
Yeah, you can. That's the thing is you got to remember. Like,
Yeah,
when
but
we were
I'm-
kids, you did some stupid shit.
Yeah, and nobody abducted me. Nobody raped me.
Yeah, but you got lucky a little bit too.
I guess.
You did.
I even had an estranged biological father that was stalking us at
And
one
I
point, and I
was-
ran back home, and we called cops, and everything was cool like that. Like,
You have
It's
to take
still
into
not
consideration
good.
the daughter factor too. Daughters,
yeah,
it's a lot scarier when you have a daughter.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you got
The
you got a
world,
couple
the
boys.
world is trying to
I'm cameraing up.
endanger your daughter.
I'm cameraing up.
yeah, and I'm not.
And then my
Judge-
son sneaks out. I'm gonna call him up and be like,
and I'm
"Where the hell are you going?" And,
And
he's
I'm
like, "I'm going to
totally-
my buddies to play video games." I'm gonna be like, "That's cool."
I'm totally not judging you for that, and I want to camera up. I'm just saying that there is kind of a dilemma.
yeah,
of
you gotta let them
how
do their
much
stupid
freedom?
stuff, yeah.
How much freedom should you give your kids? That's all I'm really saying.
Yeah.
And yes, maybe there is an uptick. Maybe it's the same. Maybe it's
What's
Maybe
easy?
it's-
They just give you. I'm gonna go
Everybody
hang out at
wants to see
Carl's.
your
or
child.
maybe it's even lower, and we just hear about it more.
Yeah.
I'm not denying the fact that bad people are out there, bad shit happens, and we should protect our kids. I'm just saying that there is, in my head, a moral dilemma of how much freedom do I give them?
A lot.
Well, it's like you said, you're going over to Ricky's to hang out, right? And you went over
Yeah.
to Ricky's, and
Their
you guys
parents
had
didn't have
fires.
cameras.
And like the certain parents didn't care. Like I would go over to Sight Bars all the time, and we'd go back to a fire, we'd drink, have a good time. There'd be girls over, blah 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 blah. But we stayed there,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and as long as my kids are like, I'm going to this location
Okay.
and I'm staying there, that's fine.
Okay.
But if they're moving around,
Let me
I'm gonna
give you,
GPS track the shit out of them.
Let me give you a scenario.
Life app.
Let me give you a scenario.
Yeah.
Say, and I know our kids are going to hang out more of like get-togethers and stuff. Our
Mhm.
kids are not in the same peer level, not going to be going to school together. They'll still be
Yeah, your kids
hanging
would be
out
way
stuff.
older than mine.
right.
Yeah.
But if they were the same age and they wanted to have a
Yeah, my
sleep,
daughter's not hanging out with your boys.
Oh yes, she is.
okay. Besides that, say they're 8 and 9 at the same. They're young, too young for
Mm-hmm.
the sex thing, or why your daughter wouldn't hang out with my boys. But you know that I don't have cameras. Does that scare you then, or are you not going to let them come here because I don't have cameras set up?
No, not at all. But we're talking about like when we were like 16, 17, like sneaking out of the house.
So then why do you have cameras now?
Because they're
Um,
available.
Because I'm gonna have babies
Yeah.
Yeah.
and toddlers.
Listen.
And like
Yeah, no, and I get what you're saying. I'm just kind of playing devil's advocate here. Like
you should
if
everybody
you're
should have
worried,
cameras.
if you're worried
So-
more about them being older and sneaking out or whatever, then what's the point now? Shouldn't you have them indoors so you can see that they're like not shoving pennies in the electrical sockets and stuff?
Well, yeah, I have baby cameras for that. But I'm gonna
So you're
have
like, I already have cameras for that.
I'm gonna have outdoor cameras because if it's late at night and it goes off and there's some creeper out on my deck,
Yeah.
I need to know I need to handle that situation.
Well, it can happen to anybody, and it will happen to anybody.
Yeah.
In 2 years, we had what? My aunt and uncle got kidnapped, tied up in their own vehicle, and
Right.
burned to death.
Right.
My nephew got abducted, and horrible shit happened to him. My
Right.
house was broke into with my wife and daughter home. This is all in the same like 2 years
Right.
in rural, like peaceful ass Dover, and within 7 miles of that in both directions.
Right.
So like, you just can't. I think that you just can't trust the world. You have to
Can't
have
put your
cameras.
guard down
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah,
You can, but you
trust,
can't.
but you want to be able to defend against that
Right.
random meth addict from Canton coming down and trying to break into your
I
house.
want to be able to hit my button and see the camera outside when
Yeah.
it goes off and say, okay, it's all clear, no big deal.
Yeah.
A bug just flew by my camera, but I also want to be hit it and see like, oh, there's some random son of a bitch on my porch, and I want to be able to. I have a button I can push, get on the microphone of my camera, and say,
Get out
of my porch.
Yeah.
And he's gonna run away
Yeah.
because he knows he's on camera.
We just have a door sense. We just have sensors. So if something opens, we hear it, and then my dog starts barking.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, so you're not video feed, but
No.
but if anybody gets into an entry point,
Ruby
like
can
that-
leave her window without me knowing, but nobody can get into her window. It's like a crank out. So if she gets smart and wants to break out, she can break out.
Okay.
Yeah.
If she wants to go visit the deer,
Literally same, but I'm just worried about. I'm worried
Yeah.
about somebody walking on my front porch that
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
And I got to check it out.
Yeah.
Because you just don't know.
Yeah,
Like
right.
You don't.
I had 3 guys walk on my porch one day, all dressed up in like suit and tie, and they were acting like they're biblical and stuff. But the van was weird, like everything is weird, and then they wanted to sell me cleaner,
Yeah. It's
and I'm
weird.
like, you guys are scoping.
probably soul cleaner.
They were scoping the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
what they were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is one of those things. It's a very dangerous world out there. I don't know. I still trust some of it.
Yeah.
I
You,
don't-
you have to
but
let your kids
and,
learn.
and I get it. I don't trust all of it, and I know that there is that dark looming fact that anybody anywhere could, and they could even get past your. Like
I don't
you
trust
said-
shit, honestly.
Yeah, but
I trust my friends.
as easily as
My family?
as easily as your kids, like you said, unplugging the router, I could, somebody could just snip your phone lines
Yeah.
or your cable lines, and then
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
so there's still options out there. If somebody wants to do bad things to you, you're going to do it, no
Yeah.
matter what
Yeah.
system.
Oh,
you put
yeah.
in place.
No, that's 100%. You're
gonna
you're
catch 'em.
right. You're right.
But let's that's a good fear.
Gotta watch out for your kids.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm gonna train mine to just kill those bad people.
Yeah.
Do we
Hey-
want to move on to more fears? Because I know you said your first one, drowning, maybe wasn't your biggest, but it was one that like rang true. Just like mine, mine was weird because I'm afraid of ferns, but that's not really my biggest fear. Or do you
I would
want
hope ferns aren't your biggest
No.
fear.
no? So I don't know if we want to move past that, get into something else, or
I mean, yeah, we can. So actually, my top one would be like claustrophobic, getting
Oh,
buried
yeah.
alive.
You never know you're
situation.
claustrophobic until you're in that situation.
dude,
Hmm.
So like claustrophobic, getting buried alive, just waking up and you're like in a little tiny box where you can't even move your arms,
Cave crawling.
mm-hmm.
Mm.
getting crushed slowly.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
I've been in situations in the oil field where I'm down in the cellar and like I'm wearing a harness and like I get tangled up and all of a sudden I can't move and I just uncontrollably like freak out and wiggle a bunch and shit.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it. Like if somebody throws a blanket over me, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Like I know I can get out of that.
Right.
Yeah.
I get in a small area that I still know I can get out. But if I get to get in like a tight area where I
Yeah.
like shove my body into it,
Yeah.
which is a lot 'cause I'm a big guy,
Where you can't even like do this.
Mhm.
I don't like it.
Fuck that.
I don't like it.
Fuck
My
that
kids buried me in
100%.
snow this year, and it was like wet snow, and they buried me in a lot of it, and it
Yeah.
got to a point where I was like,
Oh, I need
Nope,
out of
nope,
here.
Nope, nope.
I
Get
crawled
me out, get me out, get me
Yeah,
out.
I got the hell out of there.
You
Need a beer?
But yeah, that's like one of those things where I feel like when it's compressing your chest
Yes, that's what it
on
is.
top of like you're in that space. And because my drowning thing as well, that's suffocation on top of compression,
Yeah.
on top of everything else.
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
not
don't
good.
want that. I
Yeah,
don't
like
want
can't use your arms to save you. That's the problem.
Yes,
is you
that. Yeah, I can't save myself.
As soon as I can't move my arms or legs,
Yeah.
then yeah, no, I'm fucking panic mode for
When
sure.
I can't save myself, I'm definitely terrified. Like you worry about saving children, but then when you can't save yourself on top of your children, that oh my God.
Right.
Oh, you feel helpless. When you feel completely helpless, actually, that's probably my biggest fear. When I feel completely helpless,
Yeah.
because you can't do anything to change your situation.
Right. That should be when you have the least fear, even though it's whenever I would have the most fear too.
Yeah.
You know, whenever there's no variance of outcome,
Yeah.
you just submit and be like, oh shit, this clown is going to skin me alive.
Right.
So many dreams are like that, right?
Yeah.
So many dreams,
Where
so
you're
many
so
vivid
helpless.
dreams where you're helpless and you can't move and you're like screaming at the top of your lungs.
You get that one where you're fighting somebody and you're like, I'm gonna fucking blast this dude's face, and as soon as you get there, it's just like you're full on and like his face is there and like,
Do you guys know that I had those chronic night terrors for like years and years?
That sounds
Do
terrible.
you remember that part of my life?
Yep.
It was
I
a
don't.
real part of my life where I could fall asleep on a pontoon in the sunshine at like noon, and I would think that somebody was trying to murder me right above me, and I'd be
Jesus.
paralyzed every time I fell asleep.
Yeah, you told me about that back in the day.
It was the worst. It just stopped one day. It was like right when I had my kids.
Yeah.
You just stopped thinking.
At the same time, one of your old best friends in the kitchen was like going through mental stress too, and it was like I was like, oh my god, I'm dealing with two guys.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a weird time.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting long here. Let's do a couple more. One from me, one more from you, and then we'll close out.
Yeah, that's fine.
What I want to touch base on is I saw my grandmother go through Alzheimer's, and I feel my brain slipping away even more nowadays. And I do not. That's one of my biggest fears. Is I do not want to forget everyone I love. Like it just seems a terrible way to go.
How old your grandma?
She was like 87 when she finally.
Okay,
I think
so
she was like
she's-
87 when she finally passed. Yeah,
Alzheimer's is horrifying.
it's terrible.
Horrifying. I have a friend whose dad is like early 60s and doesn't know anybody in his family.
Right.
His kids, his grandkids, his wife, anybody.
And the weirdest thing is like it's like my grandma just rewinded. Is what it was. It's not that she
She missed her sisters and stuff.
she rewinded back to where she couldn't recognize me, and it's safe to say I don't know if any of my other cousins actually listen to us a lot, but I've been told that I was like one of her favorites. You know, maybe not the favorite, but I was.
You were
one,
her favorite.
I was one of her favorites, and she couldn't even recognize me. But whenever I had Henry as a baby looked so much like me. I
called him Steve.
Yeah, I put Henry in her arms and she held him. She's like, "It's my little Stevie."
Oh yeah.
I was like, "Fucking shit!" And I just start crying, dude.
They do remember the old stuff.
Yeah,
that's the weird
it's like,
stuff.
It's
Yeah.
like things just rewind all of a sudden.
Yeah.
There's no new memories. There's no frequent or recent memories. It's just like it rewinds back to like you hit the reset button.
It's
almost.
really sad.
Yeah.
It's extremely sad. It's really sad to see families who have to go through that.
Yeah, it sucked, and I just feel like, oh well, that's probably what I'm destined to do if I don't die young.
Well, that's the scary thing about that. It can happen to literally any of us.
Right.
Yeah.
There's no real.
There's no reason. There's no cure.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
Just one day you stop.
you
being
drink
able to spell your
Coca-Cola
name.
too much. Coca-Cola causes Alzheimer's, so you shouldn't do that. Or there's no real cause.
My buddy's dad just out of nowhere, he couldn't sign his name. And
Yeah.
that was the first sign.
Yeah.
He couldn't sign his name at all anymore, and then it just escalated. It's horrifying.
Yeah.
That is a fear, man. That's a big ass fear.
And I don't want my loved ones to go through it.
Mm-mm.
I was like, I feel like once I get to that point, just don't even come visit me anymore. Just consider me dead.
Yeah.
And then come to my funeral 10 years later without all the pain and suffering.
Yeah.
You know,
Because if you don't know them, I mean, who cares?
Right.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's kind of cold, but
still,
you're a burden at this point.
Yeah.
You know.
yeah,
That's not the right way to look at it.
Yeah, I feel like that's a little harsh.
I
but,
haven't dealt with this personally, as you can see.
yeah, and it, I mean, it's not necessarily.
Would
a
you
burden,
rather
but it's-
have that?
But it is a
person's-
hardship,
But if
I-
you're just cussing at your wife and stuff because she's some random person in your room and you don't recognize your
Right.
kids,
right?
yeah, it might be time to go.
Just leave me alone.
All right. Would you? Okay. Let me ask you this question: would you rather have me dead, or remembering you guys back when I was 25
You're right. You're
and
right.
talking
Yeah.
to you about like,
Right.
oh man, we gonna go play some Xbox and
Yeah.
smoke some weed. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
There's
would you
Grandpa-
be like,
there's Grandpa
Well, that's
Steve.
different because that's rare that somebody even remembers you as a younger person. Did your grandma remember you?
Not.
No,
not
but
really.
you guys,
You as a
you'd be
kid.
like, I'm Steve, Cody. I'm growing up, and I'd be like, the fuck? No, you're not Steve. Me, Steve is my homie. We rode around
Yeah.
a tourist show all day. What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I kind of get what you're saying is like I still visited my grandma, but it got harder because I didn't want to remember her as that, you
Right.
know,
Mm-hmm.
just showing up. I think it was Easter or something. Me and Sarah showed up, and they at the nursing home. They were all out eating dinner, and we sat down with her, and she's like, "Who are you guys?"
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
me.
Well, I
You know?
I had to introduce myself to my great grandma all the time.
Yeah.
She was 100 years old. She was from Yugoslavia, and most of the time she just talked Slavic.
Yeah.
She just go off and like talking Russian Slavic, blah, 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 blah. on? I'm like, Bubba. But she'd just be like, oh, Blue Eyes here, Blue Eyes. And I was just a little kid. But I remember one time we were playing Rummy, and she's like, I don't know how to play this game.
Yeah.
And the next damn thing, she'd go, Rummy. And I'm like,
And fucking beat your
I'm
ass
like,
next hand.
Grandma, you know how to do that. She's my great grandma.
Yeah.
And she's like, and everybody's like, shh, Cody, shh. I'm like, but she just laid down Rummy.
She's bluffing.
She's
Yeah,
laid her
she was
whole
fucking-
hand
She was
down.
fucking playing you.
No.
She was ringering you.
She
No, I'm just
wasn't.
kidding. No, I'm kidding. That's not. I shouldn't make fun.
She
of
wasn't, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah.
would you? I mean, we all say like
Mental decline. seems
nobody
terrible.
ever wants to be in that situation, but then again, would you rather have them dead?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a tough
That's
one.
true.
That's a
Now,
tough
if they're
one.
bat shit, like don't know anything,
I would
like,
never have.
yeah.
I would never rather have anybody dead for any reason.
Right.
But I would feel relief if some people would die.
Right.
Right.
You know, in the nicest way
There
possible. I
was.
don't mean
Yeah.
that, like,
Yeah. There was a weird relief when my grandma finally went. It's like,
oh yeah,
God, at least. At least she's not scared and confused anymore.
And
'cause
somebody's paying to keep her alive too.
Yeah.
And for what?
Well, I mean,
You
like,
know?
like once you get that old and once you get that bad, like hospice shit, like there's programs to,
Yeah.
you know, where it's not really a burden financially
I
on,
guess not. Yeah.
but it's still a burden on. Like you still want to visit because you still love
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
you still want to see them, but then they have no idea who you are,
Mm-hmm.
and then all you see is like when you show up. Like that's most of what I thought was when I showed up, I just caused her confusion and disarray.
Mm-hmm.
And I would rather just like sit there and watch TV and see her and just be like, you know, go in that cruise control mode. Whereas
Yeah.
then I show up now, there's, you know, I don't know what she's experiencing, probably a little anxiety. Like, who are you? Why are you here? Just all that confusion. It's like, it was just nice to know like she was finally done
Mhm.
with all that, like,
Yeah.
like scared confusion. Like, who are you? What's going on? I don't know, you know?
Adam Sandler made it real cute on 50 First Dates, so
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah. Erase my memory, Adam Sandler, please.
every day we had a kid.
Yeah.
Right.
How'd they deal with that? She woke up
Oh,
every day
God.
like, oh God, I'm pregnant. And like, how'd they have that pregnancy that day? Like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
It'd be a weird situation.
All right. Let's get one last fear from Jordan.
Accidentally hurting people I love
Yeah.
is a looming and present fear in my life at all points in time.
Yeah.
I always am worried about, like, just for example, getting into a car wreck and walking away, but my kids don't,
Oh, yeah.
or you know, accidentally discharging a firearm through the floor, and you know, just something silly.
Right,
Anything,
right.
anything can happen.
So both of yours are like, I don't
Yeah.
want to hurt my family. I don't give a shit about me.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about
Yeah.
right.
Lock me in a dark closet. I don't care.
I don't
as
have
long
a
as my
whole lot
family's
of
safe.
fears about myself. I don't want to be tortured or anything, like, you know. But
Right.
Yeah.
when it comes to fear, though, you can't make me panic too hard with myself. It's
Right.
But you put a kid in front of me, and I will lose my shit. That's
Yeah,
all I
like-
think about.
Yeah, like I'd hate to be like, oh, I'm gonna fry some chicken nuggets up for everybody. And all of a sudden, grease fire, house burns down. Boys, get out! And like they can't get out
Can't
in
find
time
your
or something.
kids.
Yeah, like
Yeah, the
and then
car
the house
the car wreck
burns down
situation. I worry more about, like, when I have my kids in my car, it's like a conscious effort. Like the whole time, I'm like, do not let your kids die in this car today. You know, but you have to also accommodate for.
yeah,
You can't predict
No.
the next guy coming around the turn that's gonna
Right.
smack into you.
My
you
brother
know?
just showed me the other day, his boss. He's just cruising down the interstate, doing the speed limit. And some guy came from the other lane, flew across, and T-boned him at 70 miles per hour.
Jesus.
Can't predict it.
And this guy was a big dude. He's like 6'5".
Mm-hmm.
Has a Jeep Cherokee, the newer one.
Yeah,
It rolled like 8 times down over the embankment.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is mangled, mash. Nobody came to check on him.
Yeah, they kept driving.
what the fuck?
No, EMS pulled. Nobody came to check on him. They thought he was freaking dead. Dude was completely fine. Thank God.
Oh, so the people probably called and reported like, well, there's a dead guy in this Jeep.
Yeah, because this vehicle came like 70 miles per hour,
Yeah.
T-boned this Jeep, driver's side, flung him down the hill.
Mhm.
Brady showed me pictures. I'm like, yeah, he should have been dead.
Yeah.
Oh God,
It was
imagine
this
if you had
normal
like kids
day.
or family and that shit though
Oh
too.
yeah.
He had a wife. He called his wife on the phone. He's like, I'm hanging upside down on the highway. I'll call you back.
Holy
Called-
fuck!
Called another guy at work. Is like, you need to come pick me up. He's like, where
What
you
the
at?
fuck?
He's like, where you at? He's like, I'm in the middle of 77. You need to come pick me up. Somebody came through the medium across and T-boned him.
I couldn't even imagine though. I couldn't even imagine if that was Sarah and she called me. She's like, I got hit. I'm dangling upside down on the highway. I'm like, okay, where you at? I'll call you back. And then the next thing she does is call her fucking boss. Like, what the like, no, give me more. Like, he was probably in shock though.
Well,
like,
I don't even think he called his wife. Actually, I think he left.
Okay,
that
but
out.
I'm saying like if he called his wife and like I'm upside down, I'll call you back.
I'm trying,
and then calls like a coworker. Like what the? I would be pissed.
I
about
called
that.
work and said you need to come pick me up. I'm here. And then he's screaming at people that are up on the road. He could hear people talking. It was like, help, help, come get me out. Because he was like stuck in the car, seatbelt on.
Yeah.
And he's like hanging upside down. And finally someone came down. They're like, holy shit, you all right? And he's like, yeah, get me the fuck out of this car. And they like tried to jaws of life on the car. And they couldn't get the door off. So they ended up kicking the windshield out and dragging his big ass out of there. And he had like minor injuries.
Jesus
somehow.
Christ, fucking
Here's
lucky
the
as
thing
fuck.
though, like if Hannah drives and has like road rage versus anybody that has potential of accidentally hitting her car, like if somebody goes left to center, Hannah notices. Like I am extremely forgiving on the roads, like extremely. But one of my biggest fears is somebody actually like drilling us.
Yeah.
So like somebody can go left to center and be going way too fast, and like I'll still be like, hey, I'm just glad you're having fun. Be safe. But the second they hit me, it's because my worst fear come true.
Yeah, like I've been driving so much that like I can go into fucking just cruise control blank mode or tunnel vision.
Oh shit, dude!
But like as soon as like I've just been doing it so much that all of a sudden like I can react on a split.
It's scary how you can drive without thinking.
Yeah,
fast.
I do it all the fucking time.
Yeah, 70 miles an hour.
All the fucking time.
Aluminum box.
I can't. My wife can text and drive.
Oh, I can.
I can't.
I wish I couldn't.
I can't. I will literally go to the right. I will not text and drive because I will literally go the right. I do.
I don't do it a lot.
But I have to focus so hard. I'm like, all right, I got to focus up.
Yeah.
I got to send the specs back. I'll call you back. Or like, I do the auto text and stuff, but like sometimes they'd be like, 1 second, now I'm checking. Or like, I literally have to put all my focus into that.
Yeah, I could take a knife order while driving down the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, my thing is I keep a phone holder on the dash, so it's like, so if I do, I don't really text and drive a lot, but I'll like try to look for the next song or the next podcast I'm gonna listen to. So I search and I can reach up with one hand, still left hand on the steering wheel, and I can look ahead and like peek over like 1, 2, 3 letters, 1, 2, 3 letters. 1, 2, 3 letter, So I do it and I do it probably the most. There's no safe way to text and drive, so that's an oxymoron for me to say. I do it the safest fucking way, but no,
it's not.
No, and I think a lot of it is too because I play so many video games, so my eyes lead me where I'm going. Like a lot of like like I've been playing for so long since I was like, I don't know, 5 years old.
You got that good hand-eye coordination.
I just like my hands go where my eyes go, and my eyes looking at my hand on my right, and I'm trying to do something. I just go, I'm going that way. I'm going that way. I'm going that way. It's a hand-eye coordination thing.
Yeah.
And now these kids are all going to suck at sports.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw baseball. I'm like, boy, like, there's my phone. Oh God. Oh.
All right. Well, we already tasted the white label. We didn't talk about it. You want to talk about it?
Did we want to take a shot for review's sake?
Scotch.
You want to do another one?
Why not? If I'm
Let's do another one.
Scotch.
If we're gonna actively review it, we might as well do another one while we're not talking about.
Yeah. Thanks for coming on, Jordan.
I love you guys as individuals so much.
Yeah.
That I'm just happy to be here anytime.
Yeah, dude.
If you don't know Jordan,
you're
if you
probably
haven't watched one before. He's also Chumney Knives.
Blades is like OG.
That's
you
OG.
might be like one of 3 people in the world that remember Blades, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, I came up with that name.
Wow.
I don't know.
Blades is like when I was making shitty shit.
I wanted to blow you up in Blades.
Wait, did you come up with Blades?
But
yeah, well, no, me and you had a brainstorm about it. We came up together.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Probably at Profeta.
It was one of those things like I was like, We need to start a knife sharpening business. We need to get you doing this. I'm gonna make a Facebook for you.
remember that,
I had 16 plans for you back then, but yeah. Now
I remember
you're
that.
still killing it, and you're vibing. What's
But yeah,
your
we
What's your Insta handle?
Chumney Knives.
All right, so we're gonna look at Chumney Knives.
It's like chimney with a U.
Hopefully, if Steve remembers, we can get a little
Yeah, I'll
pop
put
up
it up.
right here.
Blast it right there, Steve.
Blast it.
Right
Chumney Knives. Chumney Knives. Chumney Knives.
Chumney Knives. I only care
This
about Instagram.
motherfucker keeps calling me.
you can-
They're going to be on the podcast right now.
You can like
Motherfucker
me on
makes
Facebook, but I
sexy
don't want you
knives,
to.
so that's what we
No,
want.
they're not going to be on the podcast.
And
Get him
then
on there.
It's probably,
Hello?
I think it's Eric.
all right,
Sarah's calling
let's
from Eric's phone.
not
We're
worry
getting ready
about
to
it.
close
But
out. I'll call back anyway.
Yeah,
Sorry,
check out
they-
Chumney Knives. Check out the entire
Jesus
thing.
fucking Christ, stop calling me.
Just answer it.
Anyways,
All right, let's answer it.
okay.
You can cut out anything you don't
Hello?
want, you know. Hi, Brooke.
Hello?
Hey, you're on the podcast.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Hey, your Miller Lite Kegs here.
Okay.
All right.
Woo woo! We got a keg, baby girl.
We got the keg back. Yeah, we're getting ready to close out. We're in like the last 30 seconds. That's why I kept ignoring everything. But you're on the podcast now. Say something clever.
Is that Sarah? Is that
No.
Sarah?
Yeah.
What's Sarah's favorite thing about me?
Jordan wants to know what is your favorite thing about him.
My body in specific.
Sweet ass wife.
Oh, that's not right.
that's
That's not even
Ah,
right. Whatever.
bullshit.
Our relationship is obviously
let me
changed.
Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit.
That's whack.
So is your phone not working or it's dead or how do I call you back?
It's always dead.
Okay, cool. Well, guess I'll call somebody back that's been calling me.
Call back,
It
Brooke.
was me.
If I could turn back time.
Love you. I'll call you back in like 5 minutes.
All right. Love you.
Love you too. Okay, bye.
I swear she used to love me for my butt.
Jesus Christ. Trying to close out trying to be professional.
Yeah, never answer a phone call during a show. That's
All right.
this is
No,
roll.
fuck it. They keep calling me. Fuck it. They're going to be on the show now. They're
All
on the
right, all right. Anyways,
Hit up Jordan on his Instagram, on all his Facebook things. Check him out. He's fucking awesome. You'll
like,
see him.
love, repeat to both of us.
You'll see him here on the show a lot more often for sure because we
He's-
fucking love him.
Because I
too.
love you.
He's sexy.
I love
And
you.
then let's taste this.
Cheers.
All right, we already tasted it, but we're gonna taste it again. Scotch.
Need to give her a rating.
Scotch.
8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
That's the way Scotch goes.
Buick.
I'm not a big fan of Scotch. I'm going half thumb.
Buick.
Jordan's got the Buick.
So they're both literally rating Scotch bad because they don't like Scotch.
It's
So-
mid-range.
No,
Mid-range. It's
no.
mall shit.
Yeah, it's probably good. It's probably good. So I don't know, Chrysler.
Let's bypass it anyways. It doesn't matter.
Hit up his Instagram. Hit up our social medias. Do all of the things.
Smoke a cigar, drink Dewars.
Click
that's all
the
you do.
buttons. Click the buttons. Do the
I didn't
stuff.
like that time. That was gross that time.
Yeah. Earlier, well, this one seemed
I'll
forced.
tell you what, it's still better than gin.
Yeah.
Oh
no, I like gin.
I disagree with you. Yeah.
I like gin.
Yeah, go suck
I'm a
it.
Ginny.
Suck it hard because it's better than gin.
Okay.
Anyways, love you guys.
Love you.
We didn't
Enjoy
ask
your
the question.
evening
We didn't. You didn't.
or
even-
day.
You gotta ask a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Steve. Go fuck yourself. Jordan, did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time.
Awesome. Steve, did you have a damn good time?
I had a damn good time.
All
and
right,
Cody.
cheers to
and
that.
Cody.
Hey,
And Cody.
Steve.
Cody. Go fuck yourself.
Steve,
Use my same joke.
But did you have a damn good
I had
time?
a damn
Steve,
good
I've been
time.
wanting to ask you something for a long time.
What's that?
Go fuck yourself.
Got him twice.
Cheers to that, everybody. Go fuck yourselves.
Fuck you.
Good night. We love you. We love you.